Hey.
What's up, my brother?
Oh, how are you today? Oh, I'm trying to get
Wonderful.
my ear thing right here, man. It was like exploding with sound when it came on. How you doing, brother? And to
Wonderful.
all those vets out there, happy Veterans Day. Thank you for
Yes.
your service. We appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for your service. Absolutely appreciated. So, how's it going, man?
It
With
is
those
going.
Eagles, I'm checking out this new cam. See how it's going. Look at you, got the
Yeah,
Eagles
no.
hat on.
Looks
I
nice,
got
right?
the where's the Army hat on here for
Yeah, there
Veterans
you
Day.
go. Well, there you go.
My Veterans Ranger hat on. But yeah, man, I don't know, man. I'm still eagled out from yesterday, man. I don't know what it is.
It was a crazy game.
Did you get the your thing to work for ESPN?
Yes, I actually,
I
so right before you texted me that, I signed up for the 5-day free trial of Fubo TV.
oh
And
just you're on my
yeah,
thing as somebody,
I
but
just wanted to see how that was. There's all these apps now, and like half of them you've never heard of. And everyone online was like, "Oh, use Fubo TV. They got a 5-day free trial." And I was like, "All right, let's see how it goes." And I will say it had significantly less pauses than I ever got on YouTube TV.
really.
So
Well, I'll
I
tell
don't
you,
know what's different about it, but
I got a $20 credit from YouTube TV today for what they the fiasco with Disney, but also
yeah,
I went, dude. I tried to download an ESPN app, and then it said, "Well, who's your provider?" I said Hulu. Hulu doesn't work, but Hulu's owned by Disney. That doesn't matter.
yeah,
Hulu's now part of Disney. Disney's part of Hulu. Hulu's part of ESPN. Went all back and forth. Finally, I'm like, I don't know where to log into this shit, and I've been paying for it for a long time.
yeah.
So I like chat GPT like 10 different questions. And finally it said the top is I'll go up to I go back into the Disney app all the way to the top, and to the right is this little thing in gray that says ESPN. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me.
Oh goodness,
You gotta go through all this to get to ESPN.
right?
It was like insanity, but got to watch the game. So
It's the important part.
and I got $20 to watch it too. So that
There
makes it
you
even
go.
better.
There you go.
Paying me to watch these games now. That's what I'm talking about, Eagles. Pay us, pay us.
Hell
But
yeah.
oh man, Veterans Day, man. Say hi to all those vets out there. Of course, end veteran suicide. Be a part of that. Shout out to some of those vets over at Scout Comics. Some friends of mine down in Florida. Down there, you got Norma, Scott, Kendra. I got Rally, Texas vet, Gator, Jeeves, the whole Scout pack down there, man. All good people. There's vets down there and stuff as well. So I love this a day. Everybody says, like Memorial Day, they say, happy Memorial Day. There's nothing happy about Memorial Day, but
Yeah.
Veterans Day, honoring the vets, that's a happy day. So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
a good. I'm with that 100%. Anyway, couple good shows, man. Couple good
We
shows.
had 2 great shows last weekend, and we have
Yeah.
2 of the same show, but a great double
Oh,
showing for once.
man. One of my favorite things, man. And this is the only band who's ever done a double night here now twice.
Mhm.
Twice
Yes.
they've done.
Yes.
I was
Yes,
I was
they
gonna see if they could do the metal album to like Willy Wonka or something. Yeah,
There's gotta be something else that syncs up to it? If not,
has
AI
to
can do it.
has to be. But dude, could you imagine an AI version of Willy Wonka that matches with like Pink Floyd with echoes?
That would be
I
nuts.
did read though. I'll tell you what. While I was researching a little bit about this whole this is a brand new hat, so it's like I bought it about a year ago, but I never wore it.
There
But
you go.
the I was reading that somewhere it says that echoes, and I don't know where. It was just a brief thing I saw. Echoes. Hey, Alan, how you doing, brother? Uh, Matches up with the end of uh 2001: A Space Odyssey.
I have heard that. I
Yeah,
think
but
that's actually a more common one than Dark Side of the Rainbow is.
I don't know where you would start it though. To when they say the end,
Yeah, I
like
think it's you link it up when they're going through the tunnel. I
I'll
think
have
that's
to check
where it
that out.
starts.
I'm just now that I've seen this before, and I'm sold on the Dark Side of the Rainbow. I think it's something I want to check
I'm
out.
sure Walt
But
has heard of that and can
oh
probably
yeah,
give you all the information you could
you
possibly need.
know it. You know it. But meanwhile, man, let's look at what we had this week. Then we'll talk to Walt and those guys. I can't wait, man. This is gonna be a good weekend. I'm excited. So very
Yeah,
excited.
yeah.
Ooh, as we said back in.
Let's see.
Thank you, Alan. Thank you so much. It's so appreciated. You have no idea. Thank you.
We started off with, oh my gosh, I'm blanking on
So I
Yesterday's
feel like
Gone.
my hat's
Is their name.
crooked.
I always feel like that on cameras. I don't know what it is, but looking at yourself on a camera, you will always think that hat is crooked. I don't know what.
Army Ranger here. Where's my? I got my flag. I got my army over here. I don't know what that says. Ranger again, I guess. Yeah.
There you go.
No, I bought this like a year ago, and it's like I never wore it. I figured I'll save it for Veterans Day because I mess up black hats, man. I keep touching the brim, and they get all nasty, and it's like it's a pain.
That
in
is
the ass.
true.
What's going on, Jake? How you doing, brother? Happy Veterans Day, my brother.
Let's see.
So what do you got? What
we started off with Yesterday's Gone. That was the first one.
Wait.
Now I actually have 4.
Deb's on. She said Paul Blart Mark Mall Cop is supposed to match up with Darkseid. Could you imagine?
Second, the Paul Blart sequel is supposed to match up.
Yeah, but the second one was better than the first one. That was like
Yes.
Empire Strikes Back in Star Wars. You know, there's always sometimes the sequel's better.
That's great. If only it was Madagascar Escape to Africa.
Dude, Madagascar movies are great. I loved all those movies. You know what I just saw is coming out? A new Zootopia. I don't know if you're let me tell you, your son gets old enough, he's gonna love Zootopia. It's great. It's got good values. It's got a good like moral thing there. But now that they got a third one coming out, why does this always go off? Always. I don't know how to like
Andy out there, I think, doing the marquee. I just
Yes,
ran
I do
into him
believe it
walking
is.
downstairs and scared the shit out of me. I'm not gonna lie. It sounded like somebody was breaking in the front door, and I'm like, there's been people out there all day. Somebody's breaking in the door. Here we go. And here comes Andy walking in a giant like trench coat thing. I'm like, yo.
Yeah, because it's cold. That's probably a swim. That was probably a swim coat. How much you want to bet, Mr. Swimmer? Mr. Swimmer. Hey, look, I wanted to try my buttons. Hold on. See, my buttons don't work.
What buttons?
I got buttons on my thing over here. It says it's supposed to be like an applause and stuff.
Oh, you got to turn that up. So that little knob that's in that corner there, turn that up, and then you two can have. I don't remember what this one is. That's my applause.
I just saw it. It had these red lights, and I'm like, I wonder what they do. And I pushed it, and it says rim shot. I'm like, they not like good rim shot while you're on TV.
I don't know if that's even coming through or not, actually.
I can hear it, yeah.
And then now we've got them in StreamYard itself too.
Oh no, God. I don't know if you remember that. Chuck Barris in the Gong Show.
Mm-hmm.
The Gong Show was like one of those shows when I was a kid, little kid, man, we used to watch it. It was hilarious. Well, I was going through one of these billions of stations on the television, and I saw something from like the 1970s. It was the Gong Show movie with Chuck Barris about him doing the Gong Show. It was literally the worst movie I've ever watched all the way through. All the way through. Jake, you guys got to come out, man. Alan,
man, my brother.
This weekend is going to be a show, man. I can't wait. We're going to interview the guys from Brain Damage. You got to. The most anal Pink Floyd band you will ever see. These guys are perfection from top to bottom, and they're doing the Dark Side of the Moon, and we're playing The Wizard of Oz. They're going to play the album 2.5 times. We're going to put it to the movie. There it is, the tribute that we call it the Dark Side of the Rainbow. Now, I noticed in my research, a lot of them were calling it the Dark Side of Oz.
Really?
So, yeah. So there was another name for it. I like the Dark Side of the Rainbow. I think it matches better because you have the prism and you have the rainbow.
Yeah, I think that's the correct one. But
we got so much to talk about with that. Yeah. Let's get. I'm sorry, I keep diverging here onto something else.
So I actually have 4 videos for this. I don't know if you want to play one, but there was one that I had to include.
Tangents.
That, we've had quite a few bands that do Stevie Nicks.
Oh yes, and, you have to. You have to.
I had to include it, but it is. Now that I'm looking back at this, that is technically the only Fleetwood Mac song that I grabbed out of this whole thing.
Would you get a bunch of
Stevie solo stuff? Stevie. Now that I'm looking at it.
Well, dude, they were a great band. They were fantastic. I mean, I thought the Stevie Nicks and the Christine McVie, they both sounded great. So I think I thought it was a fantastic.
Well, let's start off with the only Fleetwood Mac song that I somehow pulled of this. I don't even know how the hell that happened. I just now realized it. But yes, we've now had 3, 4, 5 Fleetwood Mac bands or bands
Mhm.
that do Fleetwood Mac.
And remember, we have Gold Dust Woman coming back, who's
Yeah.
really all about Stevie Nicks.
Hell
So,
yes.
you know,
And
yeah.
yeah, we've had many, and one of the songs that I always request, and I even say I will find a marching band to play it with you if that's really what it is. This band came out of left field, not on the set list. I don't know if they knew.
No, somebody yelled it from the audience.
Yeah, it was their singer.
Yeah.
She's like, "I
Oh,
want to
was it?
hear Tusk." Yeah, and they
But,
were all like,
what's
"Ah,
funny is
God."
I have heard Tusk played in this building once, and it was the kids from School of Rock did it on their Fleetwood Mac thing.
Yes, yes, they did.
Yep,
But
yep,
yeah, she's like, I want to hear Tusk because I guess they don't play it, and
yeah.
everyone was talking backstage afterwards. They were like, she said something about Tusk, and I'm like, I hope it's not going to be Tusk, and sure enough, it was. But this is Yesterday's Gone doing Tusk for the first time in
Let's
this
see it.
building. Here it is.
Don't tell me that you love me.
Even with the fake horns, I
Yes.
still think that sounded fantastic. That guy
No,
had
dude.
that actually sounds more like the album horns than it does when they play it live with a band.
Well, Tusk is just one of those songs, man. I don't understand why not everybody plays it. It's just like my other. So when it comes to Fleetwood Mac songs, Tusk is one of my top 5.
Mhm.
And so is the one I think it's called. I think it's actually called "I Talk to God" or something. The one where it's Mick Fleetwood on the drums singing. I talked to
Mhm.
God. I knew he'd understand. He said, "Stick by me. I'll be your God
Yeah,
man." That was
one
like
of the
one of
early
my
ones,
favorite
right?
songs, man.
Yeah.
It's like nobody plays it. Nobody plays it. I don't get it.
There's a lot of Fleetwood Mac to cover. There's a lot of Stevie Nicks, solo stuff to cover. That's
Yeah, but if you're gonna do Fleetwood Mac,
yeah.
there's 2 songs, Tusk and I Talk to God. There's 2 you can throw in and throw out a couple Stevies and do a Stevie Nicks thing on the side.
Hell yes.
Joe Morrison said, "Oh well, oh well, oh well, well, well." I do. I love that song, man. That is such a great song. How you doing, Joe?
Do you
All right,
want
what else you got?
Leather and Lace, the Don Henley and Stevie Nicks song, Leather and Lace, or Silver Spring next? We're gonna go with a slow
How
one.
about the bounciest of the 2? Like one that makes you wanna bounce.
That would be the next song that I'm gonna play. That's the big
Oh,
finale.
okay. Oh, bounce it out, baby.
Silver Spring, maybe? A
That's
little
right,
bouncy?
Joe. That was my song, man. Mick Fleetwood singing. That was
No, let's do Leather and Lace. This really showed off their
yeah, she killed that. She
voices
did a
here.
good job with that one.
So here we go.
Lovers forever, face to face. My city on mountain, stay with me, stay. I want you to love me, how did you today? Give me your leather, take from me madness.
So
You know,
good.
I cannot get my glasses clean to save my life, man. It's dog noses, man. Dog noses. But you know what's funny is when I was uploading that, I listened to that, and I remember Rory, I think, coming up after the show going, "Oh, that girl could sing. She was great, but she didn't sound like Stevie Nicks." That sounded exactly like Stevie Nicks young. So when
100%.
I watched it and listened to it, I said, "I think he's wrong." So I went back and I found a video of it and watched. And when she was young, she sounded exactly like that. And that girl was what?
Yeah,
I think 21 years old,
21, I
22,
believe.
something like
Yeah.
that.
Yep. Yep.
So I'm like, she sounded like a young Stevie Nicks.
Yep.
I have to say, maybe she didn't sound like the old Stevie Nicks or the new,
Yeah, she
whatever.
wasn't nearly as raspy, when she was younger. I mean, she
No,
still had it, but it wasn't like that wasn't her voice, I
yeah.
think as she got older, that was the Stevie Nicks voice, and like she even talked like that,
Well, she started getting the grandma lungs,
Yeah, yeah. No, she's
smoking all that incense and shit that she smokes.
that's what they call it.
Peter Green on vocals. That's right. I forgot about Peter Green.
Yes. And then we'll do one
His
more.
brother,
from them.
Mr. Green Jeans. What's that?
We'll do one more from them, and that is another Stevie Nicks song. But we killed it on this one, if I do say so myself. It
Tell me
is
that you love me.
a little edge of
Dude,
7.
I love Tusk, man. That is such a good song. I love
Such a
that
good
song.
song, right? And
I
like I
can't
said,
get it out of
I
my
had
head
to
now.
play it because you got a little bit of the horns, you got a little bit of the drums, you got it can be done, like they
Yes.
didn't have a fucking marching band every time that they played it, so
That's
why do
true.
you have to?
That's true.
You know?
I thought they killed it. I just can't. I
Killed it.
can't get it out of my head now. It's in my
Yes.
head.
I say that you love me. Yeah, this is a little edge of 17. Killed it.
That's me biting my tongue. Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal.
Hell
That's
yeah.
nothing I can say, but that was great. Aces.
Yes.
Double aces. That was amazing. Absolutely amazing. No, I thought they were great, man. I thought they were a really good band. There's some of the same members playing a couple other bands, and we're going to look at maybe bringing them in as well. One of them being another Journey band, but a local Journey band, as opposed to pulling a Journey band out of New York and Tennessee and California and every other damn place we pulled them out. Try a local one. So looking forward to that. Should be a lot of fun.
Hell yes. And then speaking of a lot of fun, another return customer.
Oh man, I love Uncle Steve, man. We
Uncle
should have had him
Steve.
on to say hi.
Radio flashback.
I was talking to him. He's sending over. He's doing a of all people, he finally did it. I've been saying it for how long? He's doing a Steve Miller tribute.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah, we're gonna bring it in, man. We're gonna bring it in.
Probably got the blessing from Steve Miller himself.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. That's all he's got to do is call him up. Say, "Yo, Steve, since you're not touring, I'm gonna tour."
Call him up. Hey, Steve, I'm coming over for dinner. I got a question to ask you.
Yeah, you mind if I take your music and make money off of it? Since you're not.
Take it and run.
No, I love these guys, man. Just a great band, great guys, and just good people all around. Gave away a this time, the guitar was one of their new Premier Customs, a $900 Michael Kelly guitar from michaelkellyguitarcompany.com, one of our sponsors here. Absolutely beautiful guitar, man. Gorgeous guitar. Absolutely gorgeous. 30% lighter, by the way.
A great show. Great time. I liked their new addition, Sir Paul himself.
Yeah, was it him?
It was him. Yep. That is him. Yep.
I couldn't tell. I figured it had to be because he was playing the bass.
Yes, and like I said, just the way that he was, like, I was like, dude, if this guy isn't in a Paul McCartney tribute doing Paul McCartney stuff, he needs to be. As it turns out,
I didn't notice. Was he playing? Because didn't McCartney play left-handed?
I think he was.
I don't remember.
I don't remember though,
but
we'll find out.
Bring it up. Let's watch. Yeah, let's see.
We'll do a little double vision to start out. Here we go.
I'm gonna push it to the limit. Running all my years in the sing of the air. Fill my eyes with that double vision. Go the skies for that double vision.
No, he's the mirror version of Paul McCartney,
Yeah.
but he's got the hairdo, he's got the height, he's got the same
the way
bass.
he like moves, dude. It's
because
great.
he's got that old bass too.
Yeah.
That Paul McCartney bass. But you know what's funny is
It's a Michael Kelly.
I think I know Steve has always said how. On my phone, that was my watch talking to me. I thought I was talking to it. But Steve has always talked about their harmonies.
Yes.
I think with this guy in there, their harmonies are absolutely perfect now.
Oh yeah.
I think he rounded out their harmonies. I thought they were okay before, but now I think they're great because I noticed a big difference in the harmonies this time.
Well, speaking of, got a song with a lot of harmonies, including our audience in this one, who is singing loud and proud at the end of this song. And yeah, I got some harmonies for you. So here you go. This is
it
Celebrate.
Tusk?
No.
Celebrate, celebrate, dance to the music. Celebrate, celebrate, dance to the music.
Dude, see what I
Hell
mean?
yes.
That's nice. They carried that note beautifully together.
Hell yes.
Yeah,
Had
I
to
don't
put
think
that in there.
I don't think they were carrying it like that before though.
No,
Is it
no, that's
me
what I
or
mean. This time they were definitely better with that fella.
yeah? My sorry, my light was entirely too bright. I was like, something wasn't right here, man.
But
Making me
yes,
look
that
like a
was
light bulb.
that I noticed that like basically right from the beginning. As soon as they started, I was like, oh, yep, this is like a different band entirely
No, I
in
thought
a very good way.
no, I agree 100%. Absolutely 100% agree.
That was the right addition. And he could play the bass. Like he killed it. He had some bass solos. Was going on, you know. He was killing it. And
Love it.
then I picked
Yeah,
this one
that's
because of our remarks during it about how he sounded like Big Daddy Abel singing this song for the
Oh
Amish
yes,
Outlaws.
yes, he totally did.
So I wanted to play it to get everyone's thoughts. You only hear it at the very beginning, and then they get into the chorus. But I included a little bit of the verse because he sings it kind of like them, you know, from the Amish Outlaws do. So
I agree.
let's give it a listen. Here we go. A little bit of Uncle Steve there shredding at the end too. Hey, there you go.
I was trying to figure out how to make this go dimmer, and it
That's
went brighter.
Perfect level right there.
Yeah, but it went brighter. Oh
Okay.
Lord, everything disappeared behind me. What the hell did that happen? And it turned gray. My walls are blue. This is so weird. I don't know, man. I'm
Oh,
lost
boy.
here on this thing. I'm just gonna give it up.
I think you're fine right there.
I'm just gonna give it up. I'm
You
gonna
are
trust you.
Okay.
I'm gonna trust you there and just let it go. I'm just put this down. Put it down, Riemann. Put it down. But no, those guys are phenomenal, man. And like I said, they're such. You got another one from, or was that it?
That was it. That was 3.
Nice,
Three.
nice. Again, thank you to Steve and all the guys in Radio Flashback. I really do love those guys, and it's crazy because the people that come out really love them too. I mean, it's like the people always really like them. It's like we got to make sure we got to start doing is that what we have, which we should have done with their guitar giveaway, is got everyone's email for that. Give us your email. You're in for the guitar email because guitar giveaway, because then we have their email. We can at least send them our email blast when these guys are coming again.
Mm-hmm.
Because there was a lot of new people this time. They had almost 200 tickets. They could fill the house if we started connecting with the same people each time and letting them know. Because it's like the Amish Outlaws. I mean, they're playing exactly what they want to hear in that little bit of a window of music and time, you know?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And they're a great time. That's
Yeah.
a great bunch of people. They are a fantastic time. They know how to work the crowd, you know, get everybody into it. And Uncle Steve, he runs all around the entire audience out there, going crazy. At
Dude,
one
he's
point, he was
work,
back by the booth when they
he's
introduced
working the crowd before the show even starts. He's out there like high fiving
during
people.
intermission, afterwards. He is he's a true celebrity, man. That guy, he knows how to do it, and he knows how to do it right, you know.
Where I'm wondering where Walter is.
I just messaged him as well, and I haven't heard anything back. But I saw Deb come on for like 2 seconds, and then she also disappeared.
Uh-oh.
I
He's
know.
not stuck at work or something, man. We need to talk Pink Floyd, man.
Do you want me to rally our other troop of dark?
Yeah, see if
Let me text him.
the Princess of Darkness is available. The Prince of Darkness is gone. He is passed along. I guess this would be the what's a prince's son?
Isn't that like Duke and Duchess or whatever the hell that is?
The Duchess? Yeah, the Duchess.
Isn't it like King, Queen, Prince, Princess, Duke, Duchess?
Is it Duke? So he's the
Lord and
Duke of
Lady?
He's the Duke of Darkness.
Duke of Darkness. Which makes Christy the Duchess of Darkness. That's
Yes,
hilarious.
that was a great. I don't know if you remember that album by Genesis, The Duke.
Yeah, that's
That
a
was
great
a good album.
Yeah.
It was a really good album.
Wasn't that
First thing
a tour that they did that was like one of their like bigger tours that they ever did? The
Yeah.
Duke
Oh
tour?
yeah, The Duke was a big tour. Yep. I saw them the first time I ever got to see them was Abacab. He probably is. Deb.
Abacab
I see
love,
Deb coming in, but I don't see Walt or any of the other guys. They must
to be
have,
honest. Abacab, I pretty much like all Genesis. Like, there's not much of it that I'm like, yeah, this is unlistenable. From the beginning to the end, I can listen to it all, man. They're just great musicians. They're great
yeah.
musicians, and they know how to
Walt
do.
just said he thought he was at 8 o'clock. I'm like, no, the whole show's yours. The whole
No.
show. You're only at 8 o'clock when there's another show
Yeah,
that preempts your show
it's not our
it's another
standard time. Oh, that's Walt's standard time. He's the new Pierre.
show. So I told him, I said, we'll bring you on, then everybody else at 8.
Right.
He's still texting. Just get on. Stop texting.
He's got to go fire up the mothership back there.
Oh yeah, and you know he's
rally
got a
the
mothership.
troops.
That guy. Holy crap, man.
Rally the troops.
Alfred, brother, how you doing, man? It's good to see you, my brother. Happy Veterans
All
Day.
right,
Absolutely, man. To all those other vets out there, man. I got my veterans hat on.
A
Army
true
Rangers unite. Black berets, not these tan berets. Somebody asked me today on a veteran chat I was on with some like old vet guys. The one guy said, because he was a Marine, and we let them in every once in a while. They're good dudes. Now we worked a lot with the Marines as Rangers. We really did. The Marines were like right there by our side. They were our back.
Yeah.
They were everything, man. People don't realize, man, when it comes to the military. I mean, we were the Army and we were Rangers. We were very specific. But the Marines, man, they give you air, they give you sea, they give you land. Those guys are all about. That's why they're fucking dumb as rocks and gung ho, and we make fun of them. But we make fun of them because they are the true grunts of the military.
Yeah,
if you need air support, you need naval support. If the Navy's, it's just the Marines that bring it in, man. Every time we would get jets that would fly in, or we would get, back then we had Apaches and Cobras. They were always Marines on the side. It never said Navy on it,
Yeah, it's true.
It's funny. It's funny, and I don't think the Marines get enough. I don't think they get enough credit for that. But they definitely used to follow us with brooms so they could clean up our mess. I'm just saying, it's true.
That also sounds about like 80% of what they do. So, from what I hear, that's about 80% of the military. It's just
the one Marine said today. He goes. I always heard the Black Berets were the real Rangers. I said, yeah, that's with me. I was a Black Beret, man. He goes, then what'd they become? Tan? I said, yeah, they're tan. He goes, are they still tan? I said, no, I think they're rainbow now.
See them better.
Yeah, exactly.
More visible,
No, they know not to shoot them. You can't shoot those guys.
They stand out more.
But yeah, thank you to all the vets out there, man. And like I said, the Marines and Navy, of course, the Air Force, every one of them always worked. The Air Force used to drop us off though. So whenever we went on a mission and we got, we would parachute out or anything like that, or even just, our military airlift command and stuff was all Air Force. But
that makes sense. I think they're a little more specialized, and then you throw in the other guys in there. You're like, hey, can you like just make sure all goes well?
I'm trying to think back. I think the only things we ever launched or did was like Tomahawk missiles and shit. They came from the Navy. Like when we would call for the support, that would be naval support. If you were looking for missiles to come in or something like during during Iraq, Iran, and especially Gulf War and stuff like that, those would get called in from there. But yeah, it's pretty much was always the Marines that backed us up with air support though, man, and everything. If you ever called artillery and everything, that was just the Army backing up the Army, so
true.
I never, it's one of those things, the Army is the tanks, the artillery, the special ops, stuff like that. The Navy is
boats.
They drop you off on the coast, I guess. I don't know.
Boats.
Yeah, they got some jets, and they got they definitely have like the missiles and stuff, and they
got nukes now, so
Well, they also launched like the big naval gunfire, man. Those big cannons, man. But when 90% of what we always got help with was the Marines. So thank you to the Marines again, the Navy, and all those guys, and all you other vets out there. We appreciate everything you've done. This is the day. I say it again. This is the day to celebrate veterans. Memorial Day is the day to mourn those who died for our freedom. It's not Happy Memorial Day. It's Happy Veterans Day.
Yeah.
Memorial Day is Memorial Day. So I always got that. People, I'm like, dude, let's not celebrate that,
Yeah. Oh, Wait a minute. I
Oh
see a wall.
Lord, he may have
Steam.
arrived. He
Yeah.
may have arrived.
Let's see. Well, while he gets ready, I just saw Deb go back. I have
Let's
a
bring
promo.
Walt in, and when the rest of them get on, we'll bring them
Yeah.
on. How's that?
So
Yeah.
I have
He's
this
the leader.
promo that's a little long anyway, so it gives her a second to get back and
Oh, nice.
Walt to get settled. And so we'll play this and then we will move on to our interview.
Sounds.
And think to yourself, there's no place like home. There's no place like home.
There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place.
There we are. Look, Deb's on. I thought we were doing Walt. I was waiting.
Not
You
paying.
there?
She was waiting. She was on the side.
Did you like the ad I made? Those were my shoes when there's no place like the Landis.
They were your shoes.
Yes.
Are you going to wear those
From the
shoes
last
this weekend?
Yes, I am.
See that?
I will.
No, that's fantastic, man. I've been waiting for this for a while, so I've been waiting for it since we did it last time. We wanted to make it a yearly event, and I think we can build on that. You know, we were just talking about, and you know what we were talking about. Well, I think we had a giveaway, didn't we? Have a giveaway or a guitar or something we were giving away or something? Because I think the way to get these return customers is because when I go on Facebook and I do these ads and all this stuff, you know, they don't always hit the right people. You never know who they're going to hit.
Yeah.
But we do have an email blast that we use called MailChimp that definitely hits the people that come out for your show. So if we say, hey, if you want to win this guitar, or if you want to win whatever we're giving away, you have to give us your email address and we'll give you a ticket.
Yeah,
you know? And then now you're in the running. And that way we can tell them next time, hey, guess what's happening again, you know?
Yeah, we should. Yeah, I didn't set that up this time. I mean, this time we did the $5 off on Saturday night for the for people wearing the costumes. We'll do that. We'll do a guitar next time. Then that's not
well.
bad.
I have that. I think I showed it to you. I have that really nice.
Oh yeah, the Wizard of Oz thing.
Yeah, I have a. It's like I think we looked it up. It's like a $200 value or something.
Yeah.
From what was that store in the mall back in the day?
Yeah, the Disney.
Disney.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't Disney. It was the other one.
Spencer's?
No, WB. Wasn't it WB?
Oh, the Warner Brothers store. Yeah, that's right. It would
be
Warner Brothers. Well, that's right.
It was Warner Brothers store, and that's where it came from. And it was like valued at like $200 back then. And it's a Wizard of Oz.
Oh, it's really cool.
Yeah. What I'll do is I'll grab it and I'll show it. Maybe we give that away and we'll give it. Well, I have somewhere. I think Steve on Canva. We have the little things. He's got to print them out. And we'll get somebody to cut them up.
Yeah.
The little entry things. I think they're on Canva.
I have.
There's little.
I have some. I think I have some ticket rolls too. I can bring them if you want.
Yeah, well, that's the idea. So you fill it out there, boom, you get a ticket to win it. You know,
good idea.
So, yeah, that sounds like a good thing. But like I said, I'm excited about this, man. I did a little more research on it because there's so much out there, and there's several hundred people I've noticed. I found now that like on YouTube and stuff that have put the two together, you know, and have kind of done their little spin on it. You know,
there's so many. I've probably got 20 different printouts that, you know. We have a handful of cues. The first, and most of the time, it's the first time around that like all the cues kind of match. And by the time you get to the second and third run, the cues kind of like fade off because people didn't. I guess they didn't last long enough to get all the way through the
They
two.
fell
Or
asleep.
You know what I
you know
mean?
what my thought? You know what my thought was on that too, because I noticed that too. But I feel like you guys hit cues that I didn't
Yeah.
see.
Mhm.
Does that
Yeah.
make sense?
Yeah.
Because you were going. So now, if I'm watching at home and I'm playing the record, it gets to the end of the record. I got to stop the record, stop the tape, flip it. So there's a delay there somewhere. But unless you got both fingers and you go stop right at the right time.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
I mean, which nobody's probably doing. They're probably first thing they're doing is pausing the movie, then they go over, flip the record. So you're losing a little bit of time there.
Yeah. Yeah. When
So-
they
and
first,
that's-
when it first came out, it was, if I remember correctly, some DJ picked up on it or something. And
you know what? I have his
No.
name actually.
oh, do you? Yeah. It was,
Yeah.
some DJ picked up on it, and he only talked about the first run of Dark Side of the Moon, but over time, people extended it to, oh, you know what? It actually matches a second time around, and then all the way to the end with Great Gig during the credit roll.
It was
which is-
WBCN Boston's DJ
That's what it was,
George
Boston.
Taylor Morris.
Yep, Boston. That's right.
DJ George Taylor Morris. And in the morning last night, I got really stoned and I watched this.
You know, that's exactly the first time I watched. That's the first time I heard about it and watched it. That's the first thing I thought. I'm like, okay, so this guy got stoned, and
Yes,
Wizard of Oz
exactly.
must have been on in the background,
Yeah.
or on TV or whatever, and he had the sound down and was listening to Dark Side and went, hey, you know what? This all lines up, which it does, and it's
I just got a
first-
real quick. I want to say
first
hi to
time-
Paul right over there, Paul Smiley. But I just noticed a comment Park Lane Guitars made, because we were talking before you came on about Fleetwood Mac, and
Yeah.
he's right. So many people forgot about Peter Green's Fleetwood Mac. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like they forgot that Fleetwood Mac existed. You know.
I
Thank
like
you.
that. I like that Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact.
So do I. I love that Fleetwood Mac. But anyway, go ahead. We were talking
Yeah,
about this.
I was just listening to the album with the penguin on the front of it the other day.
I know. I love early Fleetwood Mac, man.
Yeah,
Love
me
early
too.
Fleetwood Mac.
I didn't know any of
And
that. I
Peter
didn't know
Green
that
Fleetwood
existed actually. And somebody turned me on to it one day, and I had never heard anything like any of the Peter Green Fleetwood Mac. I had only heard like the post Fleetwood Mac, and when they turned me on to it, I'm like, oh wow, this stuff is really great. You know, I
Yeah,
mean,
Mick Fleetwood used to sing too.
Yeah,
and,
right.
you know, it was great, man. It was
yeah,
absolutely great.
it was really cool, man. Yeah, we're looking forward to this. It's gonna be a fun show. You know, we've had a couple of people, like a couple of guys posted up there, like, oh my god, 2.5 times. You know, da, da, da. I'm like, well, you get lost in it. I mean, it really.
you don't even
you
you
don't
don't even realize it
Yeah.
goes so fast.
Yeah, it does.
It goes so fast,
you know.
and you get lost in it. If you're a fan of the Wizard of Oz, and you even if you're not a fan of Pink Floyd,
Right.
if you're because Wizard of Oz people, like I had an ex-girlfriend and her mom, like their house was like it looked like Wizard of Oz threw up in there. I mean,
Oh,
no, I
The old house looks like
Dude,
that.
my wife's
she had a like 7 foot tall witch that would
Yeah.
point at you, and you know where the witch came from? The Warner Brothers store. It used to
Oh,
sit
get
out
out.
front before they
Seriously.
closed them. It was one of the. Remember they used to have the big characters in there.
My wife has
Yep.
every Wizard of Oz thing you can possibly, and that's
Oh.
around year round.
Yeah.
It's all over
It's
the
sick.
house.
Yep.
Yeah, she loves
so-
Wizard of Oz.
So when you have people that love a movie so much, they love new things.
Right.
Like this is a time to come out and check this out because you haven't. If you haven't seen this, I think Steve and I had mentioned it to you before. We had like 3 or 4 old ladies that came
Yeah.
the last time.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they sat off to the side, and when you guys did like the intermission from before you came out, and just did some of the Pink Floyd hits. The one lady came up and she goes, are they coming back for more? I'm like, yeah. She goes, I thought we were coming to see the Wizard of Oz.
Right. A lot of people.
I'm
Think,
like, well, she goes, oh, no, well, she goes, this was fantastic.
yeah.
They loved it.
Yeah.
and-
We've actually got quite a few. A good friend of ours, Chuck and Cindy Yeoman, who are 2 friends of ours from Bethlehem, who like do a lot of work with Arts Quest and Music Fest and all that kind of stuff. They're very involved in that stuff. They wrote me. They're coming down, so they're going to be.
Oh,
They're gonna be here.
nice.
Yeah, they're driving down from
Nice.
Bethlehem. They're spending the night overnight Friday.
So you can see it twice.
Yeah, right. So they're gonna be, they'll be here, and we actually have a couple of other people from up in that area that like
Mhm.
heard we were doing this down here, and they're coming down, which is really cool.
First band for the Landis Theater to play a double night on our stage.
Oh,
First
wow.
band to do it twice. To do it
Really?
twice now.
Oh, no
Yep,
shit.
Mhm.
yep. And nobody else is as good as and sells like you guys do. You know what I mean? No, it's just the truth.
Well, we
You
did
make it worth it.
We did 2 nights at the Wall.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
this
did
is.
two-
Yeah, I
and
guess
that's-
this is the second time we're doing it. Yeah.
Yep.
And I'll tell you what, it's interesting. We were surprised that Friday's selling out really fast. And I mean, not that
Yeah.
Saturday isn't, but
Is it? Yeah.
Friday was like booming, and
Mhm.
Saturday's now catching up. But I was surprised at how many people come out on a Friday night for a show because
Well, I
Yeah,
think
you know
I
what's
think
funny?
I have a reason for that. I think because it's prior to Thanksgiving, you know, like my kids, they go to like Friendsgivings activities and things
Yeah.
like that, which tend to be on Saturdays. And because this is a few weeks before Thanksgiving, I think Friday
Well,
is the
no,
more available date.
our Friday shows have been picking up in general.
it's pretty
Really?
good.
Saturday
Yeah.
shows have been lacking. Yeah, and it was always the Saturday shows that everyone went to,
Right,
and our
right.
Friday shows. It's actually switching. Our Friday shows are now getting more.
That's
and-
really interesting because
Yeah,
I mean,
so
because I,
it's an actual trend we've seen in the last like
Because
say
we
3
couldn't
months.
figure it
Yeah.
out. Right.
yeah, I mean, I generally won't go. I mean, I will if I have to, but I
Right.
prefer to go on Saturday because I work during the days,
Sure.
Friday.
Yeah,
So by
exactly.
the time I get home, I'm rushing around trying to get ready to get to a show. So Saturday has always been better, but we were surprised when the tickets went on sale. You know, we watched the tickets like a hawk. The ticket, and they're selling really well.
Yeah.
We are.
We saw more, and the gap has closed quite a
It
bit.
has.
now.
It has.
Well,
So,
I think
you
I
know,
think since there's no load in on Saturday,
Yeah.
I think maybe it would behoove you and maybe a couple people, especially somebody wearing red shoes, to go down the street a block away and maybe hand out some stuff and let people know because there
Sure.
will be the first ever comic book convention
Yeah.
is here. What's it
I gotta
called,
find a
Steve?
Dorothy costume.
New Jersey
Uh,
South New Jersey
New
Comic Con or
Jersey
something.
comic.
Something.
Oh,
yeah,
We'll
I
have to
was
look
just-
that up.
I don't think
I
it's
was
I'll
just
have to look
looking
it
at
up.
that.
But that's going to be down the street from us here.
Okay.
And what is a new convention? It used to be the Amish. I almost
Market?
said the Amish Outlaws, the Amish Market, where the Amish Outlaws used to run it, and it's now becoming a convention center of sorts. And this is the first event. So
Garden State.
Garden State
Fest.
Comic Fest.
Yeah, Garden State.
okay,
Look at us both looking it up at the same
Yeah,
time.
right. Yeah, of course. Well, why not? But yeah, I was reading about it. They've got quite a few.
now they got Sabrina the Teenage
Yeah,
Witch,
they've got quite a few
Elmo,
people
the
being there.
guy who voiced Elmo. They got a few good ones there. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yep, I think it'll be a lot of fun.
I was
Absolutely.
surprised to see like every post underneath of that was Vineland has a convention center with a question mark. And I'm like,
Yeah.
and it was funny because I honestly didn't realize either. And I looked it up. I'm like, where is that? And they
Well,
showed where it's brand
I'm going to
new.
be honest with you. They bounced around a bunch of different ideas, and I remember Sandy, who's absolutely amazing here in the city. I kept telling her, I said, "Look, man, I'm just telling you from somebody that's been in this business. I mean, I understand you guys run cities, you do what you do. I have been in the entertainment business since back when I was in high school and I was in Eddie and the Cruisers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I have, besides the military, the only other thing I've done really is somehow always involved with the entertainment business.
And since you
So-
brought that up, by the way,
Yeah.
Thank you for your service and happy Veterans Day.
Yes.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Hooah.
Thank
Look,
you.
I got my
I saw
special
you
army
had
hat
your
on
hat
today.
on. Excellent.
Got my army hat on today. Yep.
Yeah, I
Go
posted
Army.
my.
I
you
meant to
probably
see
didn't
that
get a chance to
today.
see, I posted my dad. My dad was.
Oh
in-
yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. I should have posted a picture of my father.
He
I
was.
got some
He
cool-
was actually
cool
in the
Vietnam
Pacific.
shots of my dad.
He was in the Pacific, World War II. He was ready for. He was on the Japanese to invade Japan. He actually had invasion money,
Huh.
and
Wait.
they dropped the bomb.
Wait, they gave
instead.
him money? What kind of invasion's that? Like, all right, guys,
I
here's
don't know.
$500 to get hookers
Yeah, right?
and beer.
I don't know,
We're
but
invading.
he had what's called invasion money, whatever that is.
Yeah, my
And he saw combat. He had friends die. He was on a boat that was torpedoed.
Yeah.
He didn't really talk about it a whole lot.
Well, just
but
I
the one
always
thing
tell
he did-
people.
He did say was, "I fought so my children would not have to."
Well. I wouldn't say that. I would say I fought for the freedom of my family and my children. My children
Right.
should get their ass in the battlefield too if the shit hits the fan. So
Mhm.
my boys should be there. But my boys should definitely. I would expect them to defend our country. But yeah, there's been a a lot of people say World War I and World War II, but they forget, Vietnam. They forget the Gulf
Mhm.
War. They forget
Yeah.
Iraq, Iran. You forget we
Absolutely.
invaded Panama. You forget Afghanistan. I mean, there's been wars going on all the time,
all the time. Yeah.
and our guys are there right now. And speaking of Okinawa, I mean, that's one of the biggest Marine bases around right there. They're always ready. I mean, they're
Yeah.
right next to Russia and everywhere. I mean, they're literally right there,
Yeah.
always waiting. China, everybody's right there with, staring at our guys. And when you look at the landmass around where they're stationed and realize that everyone's still afraid of that little bit of a landmass. And that's, there's a reason they're afraid of us.
It's interesting that, like, well, like Deb was saying, my father was in the Navy, and a lot of people my age, like their parents were all in the military in one form or another. But as you get down to younger kids, like that generation is like disappeared now, where younger kids are like kids that would be like my children or grandchildren. They don't have parents that were in the military because people just weren't following that pattern anymore. My father was on a carrier, the Independence, 62. And
well, they say only 1% of the people in the United States right now have served and or serving. Only 1% of our population.
Right. Yeah, much different than it was years ago. I mean, like I said,
Paul, you're right, Paul.
Everybody's got a parent from back in the day that was, that served and, or knew somebody that served. And now it's rare that you've got a family member that has served in the military.
Yeah, but it's like I said, it's a neat thing. But the good thing is, I can tell you that since the new president took over, that the enlistment has skyrocketed. It's literally unbelievable. The other day at the Washington Redskins game, they swore in a bunch of new recruits right on the field.
Wow,
I thought that was fantastic.
Oh yeah, I read about
those scumbags that booed them. I hope when shit hits the fan that it hits their fan first. So you're going to boo people that just volunteered to be part of your United States military and serve your country because you're a scumbag. They're scumbag people, and I would still defend their freedom just so they know that while they're hiding under a table, there's somebody with a set of balls out there actually protecting our country. So,
absolutely.
Yeah. It's pathetic, but let's get back to this.
Yeah, sorry.
Get back to this. I could look. I got war stories, man. I was there, so I got war stories.
I know you.
But when it comes to this place, I'm excited because, like I said, I think the 2 nights are going to do good. I really think you should throw somebody over to the comic book convention on Saturday, to hand some stuff out, especially if you see somebody in a costume. Come to the show.
We'll send the ladies down there. They can go down.
Yeah, it's literally like a block down the road. A block down the road on the left. Yep.
I'll have to see if I can get my costume.
Well, just so you know, we also have. So there is also a trolley that runs, and the trolley will.
I saw that.
It will run. Yeah. It runs to the Landis Theater, to the convention, and then to a couple eateries within town. So people can come back over here and see this. Are you okay, Deb? I thought you fell out there.
I thought you just
No, I'm just adjusting myself. Sorry, I'm fine.
I was this close, and I saw the ad about that today, about the trolley thing and the comic convention. I was this close to replying and saying, "I'm right down the street, the Landis Theater. We're doing a show," but I'm like, "Nah, that's not."
No, the trolley will be coming here.
Yeah, I didn't want to step on their post.
Yeah, we're all a happy family here in town, and
cool.
We're definitely working together, especially with the Landis and the because it's it's the city's it's the flagship of the city, and it's the city who's backing everything and putting everything together now. So it's one of those special moments that it's their first convention, and we really want to see the best for it. So anybody who collects comics, I was just giving a shout out to my friends down at Scout Comics, scoutcomics.com, all the vets down there that I talked to, and those guys. We have the first comic convention here again. There it is. Steve, you're the fucking man, dude.
I try. I'm working silently in the background here.
November 15th and 16th. It's comic books, celebrities. Now I know we got the Elmo guy who was Elmo's going to be there, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, and a few others, right, Steve?
Yes.
Is there a list of names or no?
I don't have a list. They have all these different pictures.
Somebody
going to be an Ewok.
Vince Papali from the Invincibles is going to be there.
Yeah, Vince Papali will be there. Phil
Fonda. I taught his kids.
Well, wait, I was in Invincible.
You were?
I was technically a stunt man. I was a football player in Invincible.
Oh, that's
yes, I
cool.
was.
Cool.
Yep. And
We went on Vince and I went on a field trip together because I
we
taught him skits.
just ran down the field. We just ran down the field, and that was a stunt. While Mark Wahlberg ran on a platform about 3 inches high next to us on the field, so he looked like he was. I swear to God, it's the truth. I swear to God, there was a platform that we would have to be careful not to trip over it.
Yeah. I
So
guess.
if you watch that movie again, you'll notice there's not a lot of crossing patterns
Oh, okay.
because we couldn't cross the platform.
Right. I have to check that out now. Now I got. Now you
I
got to
gotta
have me
look
looking
at
for that now.
Yeah. It's,
Let's
but
see.
wait. So Vince Papali's going to be there. Deb's
Yeah.
ex-boyfriend.
Bob
and
Camp.
who else?
Bob Camp of Ren and Stimpy fame.
Oh, I love Ren and
Slash
Stimpy,
also,
man.
well, G.I. Joe, a couple other things. I guess he was the.
Has
one of the
anyone here
artists.
ever seen the original Ren and Stimpy?
I saw the original Rens.
Yeah, the original Ren and Stimpy was dirty.
It's pretty wild. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was like naked chicks in it
Yeah,
and stuff.
it was
like,
it was pretty rough, man. It was not
I've got wood. I've got wood.
Did it originally start on MTV?
it was
I can't
Liquid-
remember.
it was on Liquid Television, wasn't it?
Liquid
Whatever it
television,
was,
yeah,
I
right,
watched it
yep.
far too young,
Figures.
thinking it was a children's show.
Right.
It was. You don't
yeah,
snort litter now?
in a way.
I
I also have this as well from that. That's
yeah, that's the thing I was looking at today. I thought
Yes.
that's really cool. What is the thing up top there? What is Wingate? The Wingate.
That's the
in
hotels,
Hampton.
yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
And
Yeah, and there you see, we are C. We are the Landis Theater. You will be dropped to.
yeah.
Yep. And the 810 Bowling and Billiards is a new place they built down over by the mall where there's like a lot of indoor gaming and stuff.
Oh no shit.
You can have a beer there, and said you go there, you go to the convention, you go have a beer, throw a couple balls, and come see, Dark Side of the Rainbow.
Well, you guys,
Yeah.
you guys have quite a pool hookup going on up at 8:30.
Oh, dude, it's ridiculous.
It's-
Yeah,
It's
Steve's been
beautiful.
up there racking up the money though, dude. He keeps winning all the tournaments.
It's gorgeous up there. I saw. I mean, I haven't seen it in person yet. I'll see it this weekend, but it looks beautiful. All the pictures I've seen are amazing, and the scoreboard thing that you guys has is kick ass, man. That's
Well,
awesome.
we're like the Brady Bunch in here now. So if you look up and Steve looks down, you're looking at the next hustler up there.
All right, I'm not bringing my pool cue then. I'm not-
If you do, play me.
Mine's
Don't play
carbon
Steve.
fiber.
Yeah,
Nice.
his has like racing stripes, and it's got like a built-in radio.
Oh, get outta here, really?
and GPS built into it.
Oh, so you gotta
Carbon
use-
fiber.
You got a Moochie cue. Oh, no, nice, man.
That is a Lucchese, but yeah,
Oh,
it's
Lucchese.
always right here, ready to go.
I used to play pool. I don't any. I'm
Oh,
terrible.
dude, I have a beautiful stick. I have a Walmart.
Oh no,
Oh,
kidding.
Walmart.
Wow. I like those, man.
Amazon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
an Amazon.
And my wife used to play pretty frequently, and her and I used to go out, but a lot of the pool halls in our area have disappeared. They there used to be there used to be 5-6 of them right around us. There was one in Deptford, one in Woodbury Heights. There was Izzy's Pool Hall, but I don't know what happened. At some point, they just all disappeared, and there was no pool halls around anymore.
Well, now you have
we have
830 East, Casey Rays. We call it K Rays 830 East now, and it is a new. It's got 5 beautiful diamond tables, absolutely gorgeous. They're league like tournament tables, beautiful blue felt, gorgeous.
Yeah.
These really kick ass like LED panel lights above them.
Yeah,
and
that's
stuff. It's really nice. Steve, if
Oh,
you don't mind too,
wait
you
a
know what
minute.
we didn't pull up. If you want to pull up for Paul down there too, so eventually we can show it. Is that the Christmas is coming? The Christmas event's right around the corner too. I don't know if you still have that or not.
Yeah, I have to find that. I think we
It's
have
probably
one
on
that's
Andy's
the
Canva there. But yeah, so look,
correct format.
we love all this stuff. But we keep digressing and going to these tangents.
Yeah, I know,
and
I
we
know,
need to
sorry.
go forward,
I keep going.
and
Sorry.
we need to talk about this damn show because
Yeah.
again, this is to me one of those shows where it's like if you haven't seen it, you need to see it. So again, if you're a fan of Pink Floyd, okay, it's the ultimate thing to come see live.
It is cool.
It's literally is because as you know, I'm a huge Pink Floyd fan. I have every album from Pipers down. I got them all. I've got everything. I even have I forget what was it called? That there was in the 70s they did a soundtrack. More
More
the album,
soundtrack.
yeah, for More. I have that soundtrack.
I was just listening to that the other day, as a matter of fact.
That's what I'm saying. I have everything Pink Floyd too. So I love Pink Floyd, but this is something that someone like me would want to come see and go, wow, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen.
It is definitely like that. Yeah.
And also if you're a fan of Wizard of Oz.
Right. So you get a nice
because again, if you're gonna buy, a Wizard of Oz like nose hair clippers, you need to come see this.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm talking about. Your wife would buy anything that's got Wizard of Oz on it.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Look, I put Wizard of Oz toilet paper in the bathroom. Don't use it. It's just there for look.
Just to look
Use
at
the
it.
roll on the back.
She has a Wizard of Oz lunchbox that I got her. It's on the shelf. I mean,
I loved it. Growing
anything
up,
that
favorite.
says Wizard of Oz, she's got it hanging around the house somewhere. And
Well, and that's what I'm saying. So if you're a fan of the Wizard of Oz, this is something you should give it a shot. You
hide
should-
myself
you
when the
should check
witch
it out.
came, but yeah, favorite.
well, it's interesting
Exactly.
because I have to track. I have a monitor facing me, so I track what's going on to make sure that we're, to keep us in time and make sure we're in sync. And I know all the dialogue now to Wizard of Oz,
Yes.
even though you can't hear it in the background.
Yeah.
I see the mouths move, and I know what they're saying, when they're saying, and because it's got to queue up.
Like the part where they go, "Who hung the midget?"
Well, in particular, when they do when time starts and Elvira Gulch comes out, and that's where the time chimes.
She's riding her bike.
And that trigger right there is I have to watch at the very end because there's nothing going on there. It's just some quiet clocks ticking from the album.
Mhm.
And
Yes.
you have to watch her say, "Why, oh, why can't I?" which is what she's singing at the end there, and talking to Toto. And then you see the sky and this,
Oh, I lost him. Did I?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, as soon as you see the sky, it's right to time. And
Oh, okay.
And Elvira.
Well, let's go back. So people don't know. So what I did is I went around. We got a lot of, I know the album. I love the album, but I went and got some like fact stuff, so we could look at it tonight and talk about it because we have time. And a couple things that I personally didn't know. I mean, I knew, but I didn't know it was the first. Like, so I knew this was recorded at Abbey Road. It's one of those albums that was recorded, but I didn't realize it was the first Pink Floyd album with all the lyrics by Roger Waters.
Yes.
I guess I never paid attention to the lyrics on the record because I always thought him and Gilmore and what's his name?
Rick Wright.
Rick Wright.
Rick
We're writing all the lyrics. You know what I mean? And now
this was all Roger Waters.
Yeah. Which I thought, and of course post Sid Barrett. This is that. And some say that a lot of what is because him and Sid Barrett were very close.
Right.
So a lot of what came through him was because of what he saw with Sid Barrett that created this record and the lyrics. It's like to him it was a travel through life, into in some time. He's got a couple quotes and I went and double checked them to make sure they were right, and they did. He had one that said it was the progression that drives people mad. He said, and then in another interview, he said it's an expression of political, philosophical, and humanitarian empathy, which I think is something he's probably saying now because he's changed into a whole new human being.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Roger Waters? Yeah. Well,
I don't even know what the hell he's
doing. I don't
doing
even know if you want to call him a human being at this point. He's totally lost it anymore.
Yes.
Oh, he is, man. He's definitely got the dementia and all those other old age.
He's gone well beyond activist and into some other dimension now, and I can't even see him anymore. I mean, which is a shame because as a lyricist, he's great. Where not Nick Mason, but because Nick Mason just doesn't get involved in anything. But Dave Gilmour was never like that. He was never an activist. He was never in your face. He just was all about the music. He would go out, play his music. That's it. And I appreciate that.
Well, I feel like Roger Waters was until they broke up, and he started doing because you got to remember when they broke up, he like the first thing he did was Pros and Cons, which was the album that they fought back and forth. Should we do Pros and Cons or The Wall?
Right. Right.
So, and it's one of those things where he did Pros and Cons, and then he did Radio Chaos, and Amused to Death, and then you could see the progression of his change and becoming more of this political guy through the albums as he moved through the albums.
Yeah, I was I was listening to an interview with him, and he was saying recently that he got stuck at the wall, where he got into that whole phase of his father dying in the war and all this and he got trapped in that loop. And he said, and everything after that, he goes, as you can see, my whole career now is based on that concept. And
did he say that's why everyone hates him now?
Man, he's just, I don't know. I mean, like, it was an interview from like maybe 10 years ago when he was still sane. I think he's joined Sid now and is somewhere else.
Yeah, but the difference was Sid was on drugs. He's just
right.
on like,
Yeah,
he's on like what he's on what like Ben Gay and some other old stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Well, one of the things that bothered me about Raj all the time was, I remember when I remember sleeping out overnight for tickets to see Momentary Lapse of Reason. They played JFK. It was their first show in Philadelphia.
Yep.
And we spent the night outside. They had a trailer out there, and they were selling tickets at this trailer. And we were all in line overnight to get tickets. And he was playing the Tower Theater. I think he was doing Pros and Cons, I guess. And the same night that Floyd minus Roger were there. And, Roger gets on the air. Now, Floyd wasn't saying, any crap about Roger. I mean, the rest of the remaining members. And Roger's running around saying, yeah, they're a fair forgery. They're a cover band, blah, 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 blah. And I thought to myself, you know what, Roger? You quit the band. This is not their fault. They didn't throw you out. You quit.
Yeah.
I mean, so what are you complaining about?
But either way, I think the band definitely became a whole different thing. They both did,
Yeah.
And the only thing that kept Roger going was, again, he started right out with an album that was written for Pink Floyd to begin with. You know what I mean? So he kind of carried on. And when you listen to Pros and Cons, it has a very Wall feel to it.
Oh, yeah,
you know
exactly.
what I mean? It's just it's a dream versus reality of a person. You know what I mean? The two difference, Yeah.
Well,
and I think
it's if you listen to if you listen to even From the Wall to Final Cut, which is basically floor sweep.
that's still part of the Wall.
Yeah, it's actually like leftover crap from the Wall.
Yep.
And then there you go. And then Pros and Cons. It's almost a continuation all the way along. Now, I always thought Radio Chaos was
that was a fucking mess.
That was different.
That was
I don't
a
know what
mess.
the hell was going on there. But he
mess.
got
somebody
back,
found a synthesizer and said, "Hey, Roger, you want to try this?"
Yeah, he went. I mean, he got back on track with Amused to Death, which is the only one of his solo albums I really like. But again, the thing with Amused to Death is Jeff Beck wrote the music, so that's why that's a really good album musically. Because no offense to Raj, but he can't write music. He's not good at music. His lyrics.
He's lyrics, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's where Dave started to have a trade-off, because when Dave was doing Pink Floyd, sans Roger, Momentary Lapse of Reason, Polly wrote all the lyrics to that. And it was missing Rick Wright, because really Rick Wright was he wasn't even back in the band at that point. He went out on tour as a hired gun, but he wasn't in the band when they recorded that. So it didn't have the true Floyd feel.
That's what I'm saying. But once Roger was out was one thing, but then when Wright was out,
I know
it's not Pink Floyd at all.
It was Dave Gilmour. Yeah, I mean,
exactly. It was David Gilmour doing Pink Floyd music. Yeah.
By the time they did Division Bell, though, I think they were back to a full-on Pink Floyd. The lyrics were nowhere near as dramatic or dynamic as Roger did, but the music, adding Rick Wright back into the mix, added a lot to
because
the Pink Floyd sound.
But in my personal opinion, Rick Wright was Pink Floyd more than anyone else in the band.
I'm a keyboard player, so
Yeah.
that's what I'm focused on. I mean,
when you go back, like I said, when you watch the Pompeii thing, which is one of my favorite live concert.
Yes. I would love to do that.
It's one of those. I think it'd be great, but it's one of those things where it's without Rick Wright, you don't have any of this. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I mean, he's the magic that came at that point in time, and from that into the metal album and on and on and on. That's when his music became he became the driving force to me. It was the keyboards of everything Pink Floyd did.
Well, he didn't. I never thought that he gets. I still don't think he really gets the credit he deserves.
I don't think he does either.
I
agree.
I mean, and credit where credit's due. Dave Gilmour, phenomenal guitar player. I mean,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
one of those guys that
Mhm.
his guitar sings. So
He does.
I mean, you can sing along with all his leads
Mhm.
because his guitar is almost like another vocal,
Voice, vocal.
which
yeah.
is amazing. Hold on there.
Steve, do we have another member of the band down there?
Do we? Oh, yes. The other Deb. We've got
Bring
Deb
them in.
squared.
The other Deb's down there. Let's bring them in. As they come in, let's throw them in. Hey, Deb.
Hey,
Okay.
We didn't. I
Good to
didn't.
see
I
you.
just noticed you were down there. Welcome to the discussion. Here.
hey.
Mm.
Yeah, absolutely. The best thing about you guys is you guys to me are two of the people that do one of the hardest things in this album, and that is those background vocals. What was the lady's name that originally did it?
Claire
Claire
Torrey.
Claire
Torrey.
Torrey.
Yeah, Claire. It was Claire.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was a
Actually,
one
saw
take.
an interview with her.
Yeah.
And they had nothing for her when she walked in. Alan Parsons had worked with
It was a complete one take. It was a one
yes,
take.
and it had worked with her, called her in. They had nothing for her. She started to do like ooh babies, blah blah blah. They said no words. So they dropped that, and she just sort of said, well, I have to make my voice an instrument.
Sound like an instrument, yeah.
Yeah, and
yeah,
she
yeah.
made that. And I'm so glad that at some point she did sue for copyright, but for writing
Yeah.
credits, which she
She
did.
didn't
She wrote
even
the
know that
vocals.
she was on it.
Yeah.
No,
Like,
I
she
know.
actually went into a record
Record
store to
store.
see that take had actually made it on the album. She didn't even know that
Know
until
it.
she went into a record store.
And her
Yeah, well,
voice is on this album.
No, like I said, I love her, and that's funny you said that because a lot of people don't know that Alan Parsons, of course, of the Alan Parsons Project,
Amazing.
was the
yeah.
producer of the album. Exactly,
He was.
exactly.
It
Yeah.
was amazing. Yeah.
So, and I think a lot of people forget that. And again, if you know Alan Parsons, I mean, when you look at this album, you can tell he produced this album, and it was one, especially at that time in his life, because
Look at his
again,
great and
keyboard
powerful
heavy,
eyes.
There's there's an interesting chat from, and I'm going to reply to it. I can't for some reason. Rail just put a thing up, said some of the parts, Waters and Gilmour, are better together than apart. For truth be told, my opinion, Genesis is better with when they
with
have-
Peter Gabriel. Yeah, I agree. I agree.
So the same thing can happen in a lot of bands when you lose.
Yeah.
Thank you, Joe.
Oh, there's Larry.
And just so we know, Larry has joined.
The great and powerful.
The great, powerful.
And great and powerful eyes.
Excellent.
I'm lost. I got my thing here. Hold on. Oh,
Been a night.
There we are. Where did Ray
How
go?
do we lose Ray? Where did he go?
He's gone.
You're
Oh,
running the podcast. That's I think the great powerful Oz must have.
It must have
Right.
blown
Hey,
away.
kicked him out.
Am I the host?
there I go. There I
There
go,
you go.
Steve. There I go. There I go.
Hello.
I don't know what's going on. All right. Anyway, now where were we? Oh, Larry. We were introducing Larry because Larry has shown. Larry didn't come last time because he had something better to do, apparently.
No, I came last time.
He
It
was
was
here
the time before I didn't come.
the time before.
No, yeah, see, well, that's what happens. You miss one time, I never forget. So,
Right.
okay.
So,
Great
thanks
and
for your
powerful
service,
eyes.
by the way, right?
So
Appreciate
absolutely, I would do it again in a heartbeat for you guys, man. I would totally do it again. So you know what? I'm trying to go back through my notes because I don't know a lot about the Wizard of Oz, as much as I knew a lot about, the Dark Side of the Moon album, things I actually knew.
Yeah,
But
I know about both, unfortunately.
yeah, well, you live both.
Yeah, exactly. I have
Mhm.
both feet, and I did learn a lot about the Wizard of Oz because my wife, because
Yeah.
I had watched it and I loved it. I mean, it was a thing. Larry and I talk about this quite a lot. Like when we were kids, back before VCRs and stuff like that. If you wanted to watch something, it came on TV, and it usually came on around this time of the year. And you better be there to watch it that one time because you're not going to see it again for the rest of the year. And it was
CBS
Exactly.
picked up the rights in 1956, and they ran it till 1974, once a year in November during Thanksgiving holiday.
Yes. And we
And
used
they
to,
were the only ones that were allowed to run
Right.
it back then.
yeah, and it was one of those things that every year, my mom would make like Jiffy Pop popcorn. I don't know if you know what that is on the
No,
I-
yeah.
stove.
They still make that. They
Because
still
they
make
don't-
that.
They still
Well,
make
because you didn't. There was no microwaves and
I'm a Jiffy
all
Pop
that kind of stuff.
connoisseur,
So
an
we used to
expert.
she used to make Jiffy Pop. Me and Larry and all of us would sit in front of the TV, because there were only
Mhm.
2 TVs in the house, and only one was color, and we would sit and
Yeah.
watch Wizard of Oz together as a
Mhm.
family every year. It's really kind of a shame that that's all like going out the window. That old,
Yeah.
which
yeah.
is like broken up the
There's
family.
something. There's something about that too.
It was
That popcorn popped in steam and butter. And,
Yeah.
it's just
Oh yeah.
there's something about
Well,
that.
Larry and I love that, man. That was a big treat, man. That there was going to be this Jiffy popcorn.
And the worst thing is when you were sitting in the living room and all of a sudden you smelled it burning and you're like, oh shit.
Boy, Walt, do I have a gift for you when you come next?
Go into
Oh, great. we had a. I just
Wait.
noticed, I noticed.
Wait.
Just, I noticed.
Joe
just-
Morrison said Jiffy Pop and
Oh,
Lawn Guard.
Yeah, lawn guard. He's right.
Yep.
I noticed they still sell it. I was walking through the supermarket the other day and I saw
Yeah.
one hanging there.
Yep.
But the pan was black instead of silver, and I'm like, I wonder what the deal is there. Why the pan's black now? But
I think so. You can use it on the induction cooktop now. Too.
oh,
You
no,
can do both.
That makes
okay.
sense. Makes
How
sense.
about that?
Yeah. Welcome
Yeah,
to the
but-
new world. It's 2025.
Yeah,
Walt.
yeah, I know, man.
How do you
2025.
shake it over an induction top?
Yeah,
You
I
guys
have.
Shake it back and forth.
Over indirect heat. I mean, come on. Yeah.
Walt, remind me to tell you a story about the induction, the induction top down the shore.
I have.
We couldn't figure out how to cook half the shit. 'Cause we had to have like special pans and shit. Like, oh my god, it took us forever. We're like, what the fuck?
I have.
Excuse
We
my
have.
language.
We have an induction cooktop in our house because we don't have gas.
Not to go down
so
this rabbit hole. Sorry.
Susie, my wife loves induction cooktops, and when we were redoing the house and doing the kitchen, she said she wanted an induction cooktop, and I had no idea what the hell that was. And she said, "Oh, it's great. You can like lay a towel right down on top of it and put a pan on it, and if it splatters, whenever it splatters on it, because it never gets hot. But you have to have steel. Whatever it is that you're cooking, it has to be steel.
Yeah, special pans.
Yeah, if it's
special
not
all kinds of
magnetic,
stuff, yeah.
you're screwed, right? So all of our glass pans and aluminum pans went out the window. We couldn't use them anymore.
Yep.
So.
Mhm.
But it is
And
cool.
that
It's a cool technology. It works really well.
But just think about that. That you went from that to that again, like we all did. It was either an electric stove back in the day, or you had the gas. Like we always had gas,
Mhm.
and you were cooking the Jiffy Pop, waiting for the Wizard of Oz to come on because you can only watch it once a year.
Yeah.
Think about
And
that.
it had commercials, no less.
Yeah, but
Wasn't
you didn't.
that the most
Yeah, but you
stressful thing?
you didn't have VHS. You didn't have ways to record stuff. You didn't have
No.
any of that. And so, oh Lord, I have a guest that came. Say hi, everybody. Say hi. It's a kitty cat.
Oh,
It's a kitty cat up here. It just turned that on there, Steve. Whatever that was.
Did you?
But
when did you get the cat?
that hairless?
yeah. She's been
Is
here
that
for a few
Mr.
days now.
Bigglesworth?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. This is Mr. Bigglesworth, isn't it?
But anyway, no. But I was talking because one of the things is Frank Baum, who actually wrote that was written in 1900.
Yeah.
And this is the Wizard of Oz that we know is the third adaptation to film. The first two being silent films.
They didn't like his family didn't like this version, if I recall correctly. When I was reading
No.
an article about it,
It's not-
because it doesn't really line up. The book is
No.
more violent actually than the movie is.
It was
Yes.
really a satire on like almost like a class system
Yeah.
Yes.
of the haves
This
and the
is-
have-nots, and really in Frank's novel, the shoes are silver; they're not red.
That's correct. They are silver. That's right. But you know why they did them red? They did them red for the reason it's called
Hollywood.
Technicolor. No, it was because
No.
it was the first film ever done in Technicolor,
Color,
and they
color,
wanted to
yeah.
make sure
People saw
that
it,
the
yeah.
shoes were seen.
Yeah.
And they say there was like 6 or 9 pair made for the movie, and only 3 still in existence.
Yeah.
So which is
They
kind
used
of
to-
that's kind of cool. Yeah.
There used to be a pair down at MGM Studios down at Disney World.
Didn't somebody steal them or
saw-
something?
Somebody
Yes.
stole them. I saw them before they got stolen, but somebody stole them.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. So you saw them before they got stolen.
I have no idea. I wasn't there at the time.
Uh-huh. I've heard that before.
But it's interesting. Like with the Wizard of Oz, and there are quite a few things I get weird about stuff like the Wizard of Oz, where I can't stand any of the remakes generally. Like if you're going to meddle with it, don't do the Wiz or any. I mean, it's phenomenal the way it is. Don't play with it. Now I will say the one exception is I tripped across this prequel, which is a lot like Bound stuff, called Oz the Great and Powerful. Which
that's a good.
That's
one.
actually great.
Yeah.
I mean, and they do it justice. They're not stepping all over the original Wizard of Oz. It's a very nice prequel to where the wizard came from and how that all started. So I was really impressed by that.
And what was the dude's name that was in that? He was really good too. I like him. He's been in a lot of movies. I can't think of his name.
Yeah, he is in a lot of it. Now I got to look that up.
Yeah, I thought he did a really good job. James Franco.
Yeah, Franco. That's right. Yeah, James Franco. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, Mila Kunis is in it. I mean, it was really a really well done. I mean, because I was surprised because first thing came out of my mouth when I saw it advertised, I'm like, nope, don't step on the Wizard of Oz. Don't play around with that. It's one of those things that doesn't need to be played around with. But they did a really phenomenal job with it, I thought.
I think they did a great job because again, it was a prequel. It wasn't. Again, stepping on it, and I thought that's what really did.
Right?
That
they weren't bringing in.
Really cool.
They didn't bring the Tin Man and the Scarecrow and all that kind of stuff into it. It was all pre that, including the little. Now, I had to look this up to see. I'm like, oh, where do they add this thing? The little porcelain doll that was like walking around.
Yes, I forgot about that. Yeah,
that's actually from the book, and I'm like, oh, okay, so they actually did a lot of stuff from the book.
Also, I don't know if you ever watched the series The Tin Man.
Oh no, I've never seen.
Yeah, there was a series. I think it ran for a couple seasons called The Tin Man, and it was basically based on a guy who, went back to Oz as a detective kind of guy.
Oh, interesting.
It was kind of cool. It was kind of cool, and they called him the Tin Man because he had the badge on.
Right. That's pretty cool.
He would investigate stuff. It actually was pretty good. It was a pretty good show. But again, so we go back. So we understand the album. That there's a lot of like really cool things that I found too, like on the like we said with the ruby slippers being silver originally, and then they're being red for Technicolor. The fact that the film that we all know that runs 19 minutes and like some 30 odd seconds or whatever before it actually becomes color.
Right.
And at that time, because they didn't understand, back then it was like, all right, we're black and white sepia technically, a sepia look, or we're color. How do we get between the two? I mean, what do we do? And they said, well, I got an idea. Let's put her in a tan dress.
Exactly.
Put tan makeup on her. Paint the door tan.
Yep.
So when we follow her over, we cut to the door and she walks in frame before she opens it. Everything's tan. Yeah. So that's actually, that whole scene is technically color.
It's actually color. Yes.
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting. You can see, if you know that, you can actually see the change where they blend a color and everything else is colored sepia intentionally. So when she opened the door, you had that dramatic effect.
Exactly. And what I love now is people are syncing like really like hard heavy metal songs to that whole part where she's going around when she's first leaving on the yellow brick road, and it's like and all the munchkins are hammering down. It's really cool, man.
It is. Let's see those.
Steve has a couple of clips of you guys last time he played. Steve, you want to run one real quick, Steve?
Yeah. We'll do one here.
Let's do it.
That's cool.
Awesome.
I never saw that.
Yeah,
I have the first run, and like an idiot, I forgot to plug the camera in, so it did the first run through, and the battery died. So I never saw the second and third run of us. But I have since corrected that problem, so I will not have that problem again.
Exactly.
Fact,
So go ahead.
we'll have on Saturday night. I set this up just in case we do have a bunch of people that get dressed up. Our photographer Doug Trace is going to come in and take pictures that night, and so we'll have pro shop photos all night Saturday night. So any of you that want to buy tickets and get dressed up on Saturday, not only will you get $5 off the concession stand, but you'll probably get your picture taken by our photographer, and we'll have pro shots of all the people that are dressed up out on the web. So
nice.
That'll be neat.
No, that's actually a good thing. I'm checking, make sure my Bluetooth is off on that now because I'm hearing things. But you know what? What I wanted to get into is like, so one of the other things I thought was funny was some of the responses, and how like a lot like Roger Waters, how you know he's changed through time. You know, even his you know, when you look back at when this album came out and he's interviewed, you know, he talks about, you know, the influences of Syd Barrett and everything on the idea of what's happening within the record. You know, and he even says in one interview I was watching where, you know, one of his thoughts, and I can't remember the guy's name who designed the cover. It was like
Storm Ferguson.
That's it. Ferguson. That's it. Sturm Ferguson.
Yeah, the Hypnosis was the company they did.
Yeah, exactly. But he said how he liked the way he loved the Pyramid because it was like you were coming in all like sane, and then the craziness of coming out was kind of like what drove Syd Barrett. And then now he says that the movie was driven, or that the album's driven by politics and moral values and all this other bullshit. I'm like, well, that's not what you said when you wrote the album back.
No, not at all. I mean,
he said you weren't a freaking weirdo, you know.
Yeah, he said. I mean, it initially in
Turd Ferguson. Is that his name? Turd Ferguson.
Turd Ferguson.
Storm.
Turd Ferguson.
Yeah, but in the original, when he first did this thing, you know, Roger went on and on about it being a trip about the depths, like going into depths of madness. And it's funny. I said to Larry the other day. Now we've been playing this thing for like 25 years almost, and I sing with Larry on the Eclipse and Us and Them and so on and so forth. So during Us and Them, one of the parts discusses, you know, raise the blade and make the change. And I said, you know what? Oh, they're talking about a lobotomy, and it never dawned on me that that's what they were talking about until like literally a couple of weeks ago. I called Larry on the phone. I'm like, you know what? They're talking about a lobotomy.
Wait a minute, you're going to tell me you didn't know that till just a week ago?
Well, you know what? Because I never made the connection because I don't.
But you knew the Wizard of Oz, baby.
I sing the thing and I know the lyrics, but I never really actually paid attention to what the lyrics were actually talking about.
Well, again, I want to read because you know Larry wasn't here, and I know Larry knows my feelings on Waters and where he is now. So when he was originally interviewed, he said it dealt with human pressures, birth, time, money, war, madness, death, and the human psyche. Diving into places it's never explored, which I understand. So again, you know, he said he refers to Syd Barrett in the interview and everything, and that was in 1970s. And then here he is in 2013, asked basically the same question when you did the album, Dark Side of the Moon. You know, what was your thoughts behind writing it? He goes, it's an expression of political, philosophical, and humanitarian empathy. So from 2013, he turned into a whole new human being. And it went from like somebody he was close with, you know, death from overdose and everything, Syd Barrett, to politics. It's like the guy's out there now. So
well, he wants to redo it.
He did.
I thought he did. He did redo it.
Did he do it already?
Yeah. It's horrible.
Why would you redo that, man?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of spoken, and it's almost spoken.
Yep.
Because he can't sing it.
Yeah.
It's a travesty, and you know. He started going way off the deep end about 5-6 years ago. I remember driving through Philly and on 95 when he was touring, there was a sign up there. And it's like the genius behind Pink Floyd, Roger Waters. I'm like, oh man, you gotta rethink that because you know you're 1/4 of the genius behind Pink Floyd. You know?
But you know what though, and I'll be honest with you because you know I saw the pros and cons of Hitchhiking. As a matter of fact, again, I like the album.
I know.
I think the Wall was the better choice at the time.
Yeah. Oh, I agree
because it had a much more expansive catalog of songs, and it could vary. Where you know, pros and cons was kind of it was in a box, and it had it was the beginning of a dream and the end of a dream, and that was kind of the end of it. You couldn't really experience all these other things. But I mean, I own the naked version of the album. I own like the 12-inch version of the pros and cons that they played on the radio. So I have like a bunch of different. I actually really like the record, but so I saw them. I saw that tour. I mean, and seeing Roger Waters then, again, the way he would talk about stuff, he would speak about stuff, to seeing what he says now. It's like, dude, you've taken such a turn from who you were into what you are. But I understand why people would say he was the brains of Pink Floyd, because if you remember at that time, a lot of people didn't know Pink Floyd. The Wall opened their eyes to Pink Floyd. Yeah. Honestly, this album was probably the awakening album, I think, for a lot of Pink Floyd people, because you had Money and songs that, you had songs that were coming off this album that were big songs. Everybody knew, Buy Me a Football Team. Everybody was singing it, Right. Then they came out with The Wall, and like your guitar player, everybody got, holy shit, another brick in the wall, all this stuff, and they became these fans. So everyone looked at him as Pink Floyd. Yeah. If you remember the album, everyone thought Roger Waters was Pink Floyd.
Yeah, I always thought
exactly.
I always thought The Wall was of the two was definitely the better choice, because I mean, you got to remember, they came off of Animals and went to The Wall, and Animals was a really dark, pretty violent, and really charged album. So
it was,
to go from that to Pros and Cons didn't connect as well as going to The Wall, which was really pretty violent and dark. I mean, when we did it for you guys, it was a lot darker than I expected. I mean, when I started revisiting some of the videos and we were reading the lyrics along with, what the backgrounds was going to look like, I'm like, you know what? This is a really depressing, really dark album, The Wall,
it struck me the same way when we were rehearsing that.
It was built around a bit of childhood anxiety.
Yes.
And if you really feel that, like if you really feel that record, like if you've ever listened to it, which I'm sure you have, with headphones on, a good set of headphones,
sure,
you can feel that anxiety throughout the album with the beat.
Oh yeah,
with the
definitely.
time.
I mean, it took a toll on us, but when we were rehearsing, it really, by the time we were ready to play the thing, we were really like at odds, and it was stressful, because you would actually need what Larry used to call mind sherbet, when you would listen to like certain songs that would just clear your head and get you out of a certain state. Like if you listen to too much metal for a long period of time and you just want to clear your head out.
Yeah.
But I had to do that for The Wall, where I would, when we were working on The Wall, I'd break off and like listen to Depeche Mode or listen to Thomas Dolby, or something that was more upbeat and totally out of the element of what was going on, just to clear that out of my head, or else I was walking around like kind of in a mood.
No, but it was meant to do that to you, though, and that was part of the process of it. It's the same with the time signature change in Money. You go, it goes to a 7/4 from to a 4/4, and it's like it's one of those things that they purposely do it in the music, and I love that about Pink Floyd. I love even the album starting with a heartbeat, ending with a heartbeat.
Right.
I mean, I think it's very powerful in the way they would put these. And again, you had some of the greatest musicians, working together to put these albums together.
There's a lot of interesting time signature changes that affect you emotionally, and you don't really realize it. But like the song "Mother," it has a change from 3/4 time to suddenly, of course, Mama's going to help build the wall, to 4/4. And you just really feel that there's quite a few songs like that, quite a few. I think there's actually a change like that. Is it in Eclipse or Brain Damage?
I'm not sure.
I think it's an Eclipse. I think it's an Eclipse.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes. Yep. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. But again, it's something that I loved about Pink Floyd, and I think it works in this film, because Money is one of those songs that's key to the syncing of the film. When you get into Money and it goes to, the Emerald Palace and all that stuff during that part, and it's like it kind of hits you, like, look, it works. It works in such a weird way, and I think that's what I want to express to people, is how you have to understand how good this really is to see these two put together like this. It's just it's mind blowing, to be honest with you.
It is
It
pretty
is.
interesting. I mean, for something that was like really dreamed up of somebody being stoned, it does really work. I mean,
it does.
if you, I mean, that being said, you can make anything match anything if you really want to get down to it. But it's really cool that not only does it work, but so many people have accepted that it does work, you know, because I mean, this could have been easily one of those things like the Beatles, you know, Paul is dead thing that was out there for a while, which people just blew off almost right away. They're like, yeah, it's bullshit. And it could have gone away. This thing didn't. This thing took on a life of its own. And still to this day, people are familiar with what this thing is.
Exactly. And it's funny you say that, because that's some of the things that Pink Floyd has actually said. And I think I even had the quotes here. It was so Gilmore's exact words in 2000 were some guy with too much time. When they asked him about the syncing of the two, what do you think? He said, it's some guy with way too much time. Roger Waters originally said, again, we know what happened to Roger Waters. Right. In 2003, he said it was nonsense but fun. And then in 2022 with Joe Rogan, he said it was bullshit and had nothing to do with us.
Right.
Well, recently,
David
he's gotten very angry.
One of the talk shows, he said, of course it was. They said, was it written to match Wizard of Oz? And he
he was joking. I saw that. That was an Instagram thing. Yeah, that was, if you go back and watch that again, that was his daughter doing it. Took the film of that. Yeah, his daughter started doing like Instagram stuff with him, which was fantastic.
I think it was Jimmy Kim. Not that I watched him, but I think I saw a clip.
Can you imagine though, like playing in a bar and your father comes up and starts playing with you, and your father happens to be David Gilmour? You're like, wait a minute.
Well, first of all, she looks exactly like a young Dave Gilmour. I mean,
she does.
And there was a picture there. Like I think I've mentioned this before. One of my favorite memes out there is, you know, her standing with her arms at her side with, you know, the Strat, his black Strat hanging, and he's hovering over her with a pair of glasses on, like showing her something on the fingerboard. She's not even looking at him. She's like looking off the distance, and it says at the top, "When you just want to play your guitar, but your dad is that guy from Pink Floyd." It's like one of the funniest things I've ever seen, because the look on her face is so deadpan, because it actually looks like she's like, you know, come on, leave me the hell alone. I'm just trying to play the guitar, you know. But it must be rough if you're, you know, if you grow up with Dave Gilmour in your house to not have him, you know, not trying to jump in and show you stuff, you know.
You know what's funny is there's a quote on here from Alan Parsons, when apparently someone asked Alan Parsons what he thought, and he said it was disappointing. He said it was in mono, we recorded in quadraphonic, and we didn't have any VCRs in the studio.
That thing, yeah, he didn't.
And you know what's funny? I've listened to the quadraphonic version of Dark Side of the Moon. I have like the immersion box set because I'm nuts. I have like
I know exactly. That's a great set.
That is a great set. Well, you know why I bought that? I'll tell you why I bought that.
They did one for Wish You Were Here too.
Yeah, I haven't got that one yet. I did get I got the immersion box set because there's a DVD on there with all the screen films, and we play the screen films behind us when we do Dark Side of the Moon. And this was the best way to get the best quality screen films from, you know, the original tour. But after picking it up, they had a quadraphonic mix, so I actually set it up so I could listen to it in quadraphonic just to try it out.
Yeah.
That quadraphonic mix is phenomenal. I mean, even better than the 5-to-1 mix. Really, I thought the quadraphonic.
You think so?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We had a reel-to-reel in my house that was a quadraphonic reel-to-reel deck.
Nice.
That was like where it all started. And I remember it was Columbia House. You could pay $1 and get like 27 like records for a penny or whatever. Yeah. So you back then you could order reel-to-reels, and they had the Who's Quadrophenia on reel-to-reel.
Quadraphonic, no kidding.
And it's the first thing we ever listened to on it that actually used all 4 speakers. It was really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, my old man, the first thing I ever heard in quadraphonic was of all the weird things. Like my father worked at Columbia Records at the time, and he brought a cassette home. It was a quadraphonic cassette, and I had an Onkyo receiver, because you could buy stuff like yard sales for nothing. I bought like an Onkyo quadraphonic receiver from a yard sale, and he had Paul Revere and the Raiders in.
Oh, really?
And I'm like, now that's a weird.
Yeah. They
But
must have had just too much money. They
yeah,
didn't
I'm
know what
like,
to do with it.
well, you know, what made you do this? But it was my first experience with quadraphonic, and it was really cool. Then
Oh, well, so your dad worked for Columbia, man. He's probably one of the people that were after me for years. He wasn't one of the detectives trying to hunt down the
he
guys.
was just driving a forklift around the record plant.
I always
Collections
waited.
department.
I always waited for that guy to knock on the door. Okay, we're looking for
Yeah, I know.
Bob Mamrak, John Mamrak,
Didn't we all
Brian
do that?
Mamrak. All you guys, you put a penny up.
Didn't everybody stiff Columbia? I mean, we all did. But
you probably got stuff for free though, didn't you?
we had tons. It's funny. We had tons of time because that's as kids. We're somewhat poor, so the thing that my father got as a bonus or a penny from his job is he used to get cutouts, and he would like bring stacks of cutouts that were test practice and into the house. I'll never forget, like, one of the big things that he brought in was when Kiss Alive 2 came out. If you bought the original Kiss Alive 2, you got one sheet of those water tattoos.
I still have them in my record today. I literally still have them in my record.
That at the pressing plant, he brought home a case of those with like 500 of them in there.
I would have been in heaven. I would have been covered with little tattoos.
Everybody, dude, we passed them out at school. We gave them to everybody in school had these Kiss tattoos all over. Because we were giving them out because we had hundreds of them. My dad's like, "Oh, I brought these home for you," because they were pressing.
So Steve, you want to? I want to go grab the thing for the giveaway if I can find it real quick, and if you want to play another clip real quick of their last time here.
Yes, I'll do another clip into. We'll do the promo again as well.
Okay, and then we'll end. We're going to end with some little Q&A, some trivia.
Okay.
Sweet. All right, cool. I'm going to go see if I can find that.
Here we go.
And think to yourself, there's no place like home. There's no place like home.
There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place.
I love that. I love the no signal part. That's my favorite part of it.
So this
there you go.
This big old thing, which if you notice here, again, it came from the war. So this is a pin inside the frame right here. And then there's 5 more pins in the bottom of the frame.
That's fabulous.
And then this print in here of them, going down the brick road together. Mm-hmm. And it's the lion's heart, the ruby slippers, the metal or the heart for the Tin Man, the courage, the thing for the lion, and I guess the certificate for his brain over here.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But
very cool.
What night are you doing that? Saturday or Friday?
I guess what we'll do with it is if anybody comes either night, because we'll pick a winner the second night, but it can be somebody that came the first night too, and we'll just call them to pick it up.
All right.
Yes,
it says
both nights.
This is it's got a certificate of authenticity with it as well.
Oh, cool.
It was issued in 1998, created exclusively for the Warner Brothers Studio Store Gallery, commemorating the 60th anniversary of it's the 60th anniversary commemorative lithograph and pin set. So, and it was signed by the vice president of Warner Brothers. So, what more could you? It's definitely authentic, right?
That is so awesome.
Susie's going to be Susie's coming Friday night. She will definitely be filling a form out to try.
You're gonna be filling out forms. It's actually really nice, and that came from the Warner Brothers store back in the day.
Nice.
From there, but let's real quick let's just hammer out some trivia questions, and if anybody knows it, you can kind of buzz in and see if you get it right. Just kind of raise your hand, and we'll go from there. I feel like Larry is over there saying I'm not going to answer one of these questions because I. All right, real quick. All right, some of these we kind of already went through. So how about this one? How many weeks has Darkside spent on the Billboard 200 as of October 2025?
Man, that's a good question.
I'll give you a hint, though. I'll give you a hint. It came off. Then they went back around 2003 or so, and they said that certain albums could go back onto the charts again. So it is actually still on the charts as of today.
Yeah, and it came off for a while and it went back, right? It came back.
Yeah, well, it only came off because it was too old to be on. Then they changed the rules.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
So,
how many weeks? Shit.
Probably over 1,000 weeks.
You're close. 991 weeks.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
So
that was really close.
You were pretty darn close. Pretty close.
That's wild. 991 weeks.
Oh, well, I'm going to ask the ladies this one because we already know it, but I'm just going to ask it to make you happy. It's who improvised the wordless vocals in the Great Gig in the Sky in one take?
Claire Torrey.
Our Lady Claire.
Do you know how much she was paid for it?
A session.
It was like 40 pounds.
30 pounds.
35 pounds or 40 pounds.
It was 30 pounds.
After the loss.
She then sued them.
Yeah.
She sued them over it.
She sued them later.
Well, but her original pay was 30 pounds.
30 pounds. Yeah, I think I read that. Yeah.
Which, by the way, if you go back, it was I believe it was Toto was paid. Toto in The Wizard of Oz was paid $125 a day. And the Munchkins were paid $25 a day.
Wow!
Yeah. No, it's true.
A lot more than Claire Torrey.
Another fact that you probably didn't know about is so at the time The Wizard of Oz was made. Dorothy, what the hell was her name?
Judy Garland.
Judy Garland was 16 years old.
Yes.
And they wanted her to look 12, so they put a garter on her to squeeze her boobs and everything. So she looked like she was 12.
Down,
And at 16, she was smoking 4 packs a day.
Yeah. Well, do you know?
I believe
they were giving her 4 packs of cigarettes a day at 16 years old.
Yeah.
She partied hard.
Think about that. Isn't that crazy? It's
and uppers and downers, right?
Good thing she didn't have to sing Great Gig in the Sky with all that smoking. She'd never make it.
Could you imagine? Yeah, but back then, not only could kids smoke and everything, but that was part of like her rider, like as a performer, was they had to get she had to have 4 packs a day on thing. Yeah. All right. What? Oh, here you go. What household item was used to record the heartbeat in "Speak to Me"?
It wasn't a household. Oh, and "Speak to Me."
Yep.
It's not a household item.
You should know that.
It was done by Alan Parsons.
It's I thought the bass guitar. Oh, the heartbeat. I thought you were talking about the clock tick. You're right. No,
the heartbeat. The heartbeat.
The heartbeat. Yeah, that's Alan Parsons' drum, right?
Well, no, it's a bass with a pick.
No, that's time.
I'm thinking of time. Sorry.
That's weird. That's what I was thinking too. The time click.
He pressed a microphone into a pillow and smacked the pillow in time.
Oh, no kidding.
Okay.
To create to create the thump of a heartbeat. Isn't that crazy?
That's pretty amazing.
Cool.
Yeah. And that was done by Alan himself. So.
Huh.
How about this? You ready? How many official editions of Dark Side exist worldwide?
Oh my God.
It's got to be 25 or 30.
At least 30, right?
It's well over 1,000.
Wow.
That much?
Isn't that crazy?
That's insane.
This is a great one. I actually knew this one. I thought it was great because if I remember correctly, Led Zeppelin came in on and helped too. What did the 1975 comedy film did Pink Floyd help fund along with Led Zeppelin and Dark Side's Profits?
Yeah, wait a minute.
Life of Brian.
Now you're close. You're close.
Something Monty Python, right?
Yeah, it's it was History of the World, wasn't it?
Nope.
I know it was. Yeah, you're right. It wasn't Monty Python.
It was Monty Python. I thought it was like,
It was.
you know.
It was their first one. It was Monty Python and the Holy Grail. The
Holy
first
Grail.
one
I
they did.
love
Yeah.
Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was the Holy Trinity, if you remember. It was the Holy Grail, the Life of Brian, and then
Yeah.
the greatest. What was it? The History of the World.
History of the World. Right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We talked about the slippers being silver in the book, so we'll skip that one. Oh, I just told you Judy was 12. I shouldn't have said that. Oh, how about this? What was used to dye the horse of a different color in the film? And the horses would lick it off, and they would have to redo them each take.
It was,
Oh, I didn't know. I don't
it
know
was
that.
grape or green.
clue.
I can't remember. It was
Green. I thought I was all the colors.
No, they were all the colors.
Yeah.
It's rainbow colors.
Yeah. That horse of a different color. Remember?
Horse
Hello.
of-
They
okay.
kept changing to different colors.
Yeah. What?
They
Yeah.
used
Blue.
That's
they,
right.
they used a product that we all loved back in the day, Jello.
Oh.
Really?
Oh,
Wow.
okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting. That's actually a good
Hey, you
idea.
can dye your hair with Jello. That was like
Yes. I
I
never
remember
thought
that
about
being a
that.
thing.
That's
Yeah,
right.
As long as you're not
Yeah.
around a horse, because
Or no, I'm thinking Kool-Aid. You would like dip your hair in Kool-Aid.
Drinking the Kool-Aid.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right, here's one. So, what animal is the actual hanged munchkin in the Tin Man scene? It was actually an animal. It wasn't a munchkin that was hung.
It wasn't. It
Not a monkey.
it was a stork or a pelican or something like that.
You're close. You're close. It was a large crane,
a crane.
that was used in the making of the film, and somebody had hung it out back
Right.
and didn't think it would be
Oh.
seen. So, yeah.
Right.
And it wasn't a real munchkin.
No, it was not a munchkin.
Okay.
Oh, here
People-
we talked about this earlier. So, how many pairs of ruby slippers were made for the film?
I want to say I thought I'd read 3.
No, there's 3 still in existence.
Yeah.
So
But
one
there
of them,
was like 5 or something originally.
7 originally,
Or 7.
three known survivors. One pair was stolen recently.
Yeah.
So there's
It
yeah.
was, I remember seeing it.
Mhm.
I was a teacher and we would go on a field trip to Washington. It was in the American History Museum, Smithsonian.
Yeah. The Smithsonian. That's
Yeah.
that. Yep.
So one song in The Wizard of Oz was a fight between MGM brothers. Which song did they nearly cut from the film for being too slow?
Not Over the Rainbow, right?
Yeah, it's over the rainbow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The biggest song they almost
Of all
cut out of it.
things, right?
Kermit the Frog would have been pissed. He loves rainbow songs.
Kermit the Frog, who will be at the Garden
Yes.
State Comic
Comic
Fest on Saturday.
convention.
Yes, he
Yeah.
will.
He will?
The voice, the
voice
new
of
voice
Kermit
of Kermit the
the
Frog.
New voice of Kermit? No kidding.
Yeah, the old Jim Henson was originally Kermit the Frog.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he passed away. Yeah. All right. So, we touched on this already. How much did Toto Terry the dog earn? He earned $125. The Munchkins earned 50, not 25. They earned 50. Yep. What actor played 5 roles in the film? Your wife will probably know these, Walt.
Frank Morgan.
Yeah, Frank.
Yes, Frank Morgan. Yep. The Wizard. Yep. I already said this. What year did CBS begin their annual broadcast of The Wizard of Oz with all rights that no one else could watch, could broadcast the film except CBS?
Yeah, didn't you say it was 47?
57?
Right?
56, 1956.
Knew it was the 50s sometime.
Yeah, I knew it was the 50s. Yeah.
We talked about this one too. How long is the film's black and white Kansas sequence before the color?
How long?
You should know this, Walt.
Well,
I'm
Yeah.
trying
the
to
Great
remember.
Big in the Sky is
20
4:44.
minutes? Is it
So
20 minutes in? 20 minutes in?
Yeah, I think it's like 14 something. I
You're-
forget.
It was a
You're
couple
close.
of
Ni-
songs before
19
it-
minutes
I said
19
20.
minutes
I go 20
and
minutes.
30 seconds to be precise.
19
Exactly at 19:30, it changed.
1930.
Let's get into
Oh,
some more of the lit. These are about a little bit more in the sync of the actual the syncing of it. What year was the sync first posted online? This whole thing that we're doing, it first came out.
Yeah,
and
that
what year
was-
did it first come out?
Oh, that one I don't know.
I'm trying to remember. I think it was like 79, 78 or 79.
I thought it was later than that.
well,
Was it?
posted online. It has to be.
The-
Oh, online.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you were talking
I
about
was
when
gonna
the,
say early 2000s,
okay. I thought you were talking about when the
but
DJ
I can't give you a date.
talked about
Posted
it.
online.
Well, the DJ
Yeah,
talked about it 3 years after it was posted
Right.
online.
That was
Okay.
78. Right.
No, No, not
Oh,
78.
So you talked about it.
You're close, but you got the 7 and the 8 backwards.
87.
No. I'm sorry. You were close. You weren't even close there. Actually, now that I look at it,
You said 3.
I'm on crack over here.
3 years.
So in 1994, it was first posted online on one of the initial platforms that later became YouTube.
Huh.
And then Boston DJ George
Thanks,
Taylor
Joe.
Morris saw it and popularized it on air in 1997.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah,
Wow,
yeah.
that late? I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's amazing, isn't it?
Damn, I was gonna say 96.
It
Yeah.
took the internet
You-
for it to catch on.
You would have had it, Steve.
Well, I remember hearing about this thing from a radio. It started with a radio DJ, but I remember hearing about this thing in the mid '80s. You know, because
Well,
when I was-
according,
when I was-
no, you got to remember, it could have been done in the mid '80s, but the
Yeah.
first time it was ever posted online and became
Yeah.
popularized was in the '90s.
Right.
Yeah.
It was
'cause
underground
I
until
remember
the
that being
internet.
a thing in college. That we all
Yeah.
got together and did that one day. We played the VHS tape and tried.
All right, here's one. So, which lyrics line up with Dorothy stepping off the yellow brick onto the grass?
It's the lunatic isn't not. No,
Lunatic was on the grass.
No,
Yeah, that's it. Yep, the lunatic is on the
grass.
grass. Yeah. Oh, here you go. You girls should know this. So Claire Torrey's scream in Great Gig matches with which prop in the film?
Prop.
It matches up with a prop that was used in the film, a very, very, very famous prop in the film. I think it's on the second time through, though, or maybe even the
Second
third time
time
through.
through. Is that when she's spinning around with the saying "Surrender, Dorothy"?
It was when the hourglass comes on for the first
Oh,
time.
the hourglass.
Yeah.
Okay, when
It was a
yeah,
prop. That
okay.
was the prop that it was it
Okay.
matches up with. Yeah.
Right.
We talked about this. Roger Waters originally had one thing to say about the sink, and years later on Joe Rogan called it what?
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
Complete bullshit. We talked about that. Oh, Steve and I mentioned this earlier. So, what Pink Floyd song is claimed to sync with the end of 2001: A Space Odyssey?
Echoes.
That's correct. Yeah. Have you ever tried it?
Yes. Well, look, Echoes is great and 2001's great. So I mean, even if it didn't really,
Right.
it's a great. It would be a great soundtrack for that movie.
It depends how much you've
It
smoked.
works. Yeah, yeah, that too. But yeah, it's interesting.
What mental health issue inspired brain damage?
It's oh my god. The multiple
I'll give you a hint. It's an
Psychological
ex
break?
it's an ex band.
It's
what?
what?
Yeah.
You faded.
Yeah, your mic is
You're
messing up there.
breaking up.
Oh, I said it's an ex band.
Your mic is like
Yeah, your mic's
it's something rubbing against your microphone.
Yeah.
No,
A cat of some sort.
can you not hear me?
Maybe it's a cat.
No,
Maybe.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, I can hear you.
Yes.
yeah.
Okay, now you can hear me.
Yes.
I said what mental health issue inspired brain damage? It was an ex bandmate's issue.
Is
Yeah,
it-
well,
is
it was
schizophrenia?
it was Sid Barrett's.
Sid Barrett's psychological
Sid-
break.
Exactly what it was. Sid Barrett's psychological breakdown.
Right.
All right, and we are. So I got a couple more here, so we get through because people seem to like these things.
chats.
So the Jesus Christmas, Steve. So what quadraphonic format was Dark Side mixed in? You might know this.
Well,
No, I don't think you girls would know, but I think Walt would know it.
What quadraphonic format was it mixed in?
Yes. Yeah.
You lost it.
I never heard of it, so I'm just going to give it to you. It's called the QS regular matrix.
Yeah, I never heard of that.
Sounds like something right out of the 70s.
Yeah,
man.
no shit.
sure does.
So, when the album was originally released, what was it originally to be called?
Oh gosh.
It had two names actually. It had one. So I knew this kind of the name of Dark Side of the Moon was actually the name of another band's album at the time, but that album didn't make it on the charts. They had chose a different name for this album, and when that other album failed, they went back to a Dark Side of the Moon.
I didn't know that. Yeah.
Yeah, I have the name of that band here too. It is.
Huh.
I have so much stuff here. There's so much on this, man.
What was the original name supposed to be?
Yeah. So when they originally
like
shopped it
Eclipse or
around, it was called Eclipse.
I
Exactly.
thought so.
Yep.
See?
And then they changed the album to Eclipse because this other band had already had an album, and I can't remember the name of the band. It was like and then they called it A Piece for Assorted Lunatics.
Okay, that I have.
Yep.
Heard
Yep.
that.
Yep. And then when the other band, which that's what's cut off here, is the name of the other band. But the other band that actually had the album first, when their album failed, they went back to A Dark Side of the Moon. But when they shopped it around and played it, when they would play it in concert and shows for people, they called it Eclipse.
Interesting.
I thought that was
Peace
kind
for
of cool.
Assorted Lunatic sounds like a Roger thing to me.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish I could tell you the name of that band, but it was a weird obscure band that already had and it was the same record label, so they couldn't use it. But when the other one failed, they took it. So what live album features a full Dark Side performance? Oh, you should know this.
Machine Head, by the way, is the band you're looking for.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Machine Head was the original name of the
That's
band.
it. Yes, that's it. Yep, that's it. Yep. So here's one. What live album features a full Dark Side performance from 1974-75 tour?
74, 75 tour.
Yeah, they released an album called "Wish You Were Here" with a bonus disc that was live at Wembley in 1974.
Oh, I have
Live at Wembley. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So that's it because we're getting close to running. Yeah, we're getting close to running. I got like 400 more questions, man. We could have had questions all night long.
There's so many cool things to do with the synchronicity, the album, and the Wizard of Oz.
You're talking Wizard of Oz and Pink Floyd at the same time. You got so much, so much trivia. And it's funny, it's just things like that a couple things I keyed on that you didn't know, that I thought of anybody you would know,
Yeah, no, I was surprised by a few of them.
Yeah.
Who knows the story about in the Dark Side of the Moon, the voices? Didn't they like interview people and
it was originally Linda and Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
So the Beatles were recording at Abbey Road at the same time. And they got Linda and Paul McCartney to do the voices, and then when they tried to put them in the album, they said it was too cheery, and they actually got cut from the album.
Yeah, there was the voices.
That's another one of those things. I know a lot of weird stuff.
Yeah,
didn't they ask questions to people that were just in the studio, and then and the people answered things like, "Well, I don't know, I was really drunk at the time," and
they did a full interview with Linda and Paul McCartney, and that was supposed to be it. And when it didn't work, they just went around the studio asking people questions. Exactly. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you can see there's a YouTube video out there of all those where like they were handing them to like the doorman.
Yep.
Doorman is the one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
And
which was kind of cool.
The question's like the question was, have you ever been violent? And I don't know, I was really drunk at the time. That's where all that was. That all came from the have you ever been violent, or the woman who's saying he was cruising for a bruising, like all that kind of stuff. That's all from that.
So could you imagine if Linda and Paul would have made it and it was like, oh, I like crumpets with me tea. What do you think, love? Oh, I love the way you play the bass guitar.
Definitely not as cool as
not as cool as what they
not as cool as the voice.
Exactly. Well, look, guys, I want to thank you for coming in. We're going to bring a special friend in right at the end to plug some of his stuff that's coming up because we promised him, and he's been waiting in the weeds. I can see him back there with he's got a marijuana cigarette in his mouth as always. So the one and only Duke of Darkness.
Duke of Darkness.
Let me guess.
I have to ask Larry, between you and Walt, you have to know a prince, the son of a prince, that's a duke, right?
Yeah.
So if Ozzy was the Prince of Darkness, Steve Desco is the Duke of Darkness. He's the Dookie. He's the Dookie of Darkness. All right, I just want to make sure we were right. Okay.
The Dookie and Dutchie of
I see where this is going.
Yeah. Well, hello, my friend.
Well, look, I love you guys like family. Walt and Larry, you guys are like brothers to me from other mothers, man. You really do. I love you guys. I cannot. It's so great because for me, it's a treat because we get to spend the weekend together, man. And I love you guys so much.
It's great.
It's gonna be a good
Yeah,
time.
we love you
absolutely.
too, man. You know that.
Absolutely. And we will see you here. Steve, if you want to put it up, it is Friday, November 14th and Saturday the 15th. Tickets are $30. That's it. It's all in. I do believe, Steve, is it not you basically sit wherever you want, right? What do we call that? General admission?
General admission.
Yeah,
Yep.
I believe
Yeah.
so.
Okay. So it's general admission. So
Actually,
get
no,
depending-
no, it's not. It's not. It's
It's not.
It's
Oh, we
assigned.
did assign seats.
Assigned
Yeah, I
seats.
don't remember what we did. Okay.
Yeah, you have assigned seating, but the ticket price is the same across.
All the same, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Tickets are $30 too. You're all in on that price. Remember, there are no taxes, no fees. $30 gets you in the door. We have free parking all over the place, man. We have well lit parking lots. It's all here. We serve drinks and of course popcorn and all that good stuff. There is a convention, the South Jersey whatever convention for comic books down the street. Our show starts at 8 both nights. Doors open at 7. There's QR codes there for you to scan. You can go to the Landis.com for tickets. It is Brain Damage, a tribute to Pink Floyd, presenting Dark Side of the Rainbow, where we're going to sync the Dark Side of the Moon's album live 2.5 times through, live to the Wizard of Oz film. It's something, if you're either a Pink Floyd fan, if you're a fan of just like weird, goofy internet trends and things like that, like urban myths
Legends.
to see if it actually works. This is something for everyone, man. I think
Really
it's cool.
is.
I think it's awesome. And then Steve even adds in a little bit of lights, we don't overlight because you got to watch the film, but he really does a very subtle light with a nice like haze that really complements the band as well as the film. So it's really cool.
Yeah.
So do you have
The
another
most
clip,
epic
Steve, or did
album
you
with
show
the
them?
most epic film.
Yes.
Live.
Yeah.
Did you have any more clips, Steve?
I showed the other one. while you were
Oh,
gone.
okay.
Yeah.
Good deal.
Had to
And
extend
remember-
time a little.
Yep. And don't forget, we're going to give away this Warner Brothers Wizard of Oz pin set, collector set. This has got to be worth some bucks if it was
That's
$200 back in
So,
back in the 80s, you know what I mean? So it's got to be worth some money today. Maybe we should price this and not give it away.
There you go.
right?
I'm going to go on eBay and I'm going to ask ChatGPT, how much is this thing worth, man?
I can do
But,
the ad again if you want. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, well, I want to get Desco on here real quick because it is
Yep.
the end of the show. But real quick, so that will be if you can bring those tickets, Walt, we will thank you again. I think we have some left, but just in case. And when you come in, if you fill out a little form, give us your email so we can put you on our email list. You will get a ticket to win this beauty, and we'll have that all set up downstairs at the concessions. So
And don't forget, Saturday night, if you come dressed as one of the Wizard of Oz characters, $5 off at concession.
off concession,
Concessions.
yeah. So if you want to buy a brew or you want to buy a candy bar or you want to buy popcorn, it's basically a free popcorn.
That takes your ticket price down to $25.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
know
I mean,
what? It
You get-
almost like the album is 2.5 times two. I think $5 will get you 1.5 candy bars.
Yeah, it's it. Exactly.
Help a lot of people do it. That'd be a lot of fun
Yeah.
to see you
I
guys
think-
showing up
wouldn't
in
it?
costume.
Yeah,
It doesn't include girls in the band wearing red slippers, though. I'm just gonna tell you.
No,
Mandy,
I'm doing it
Mandy
anyway.
dressed up. We have there's an ad going around with a picture of Mandy on it where she dressed up like
Yes.
that. And it's great
Yeah,
because
she was the inspiration.
Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely.
All right, guys. Well, have a good night. Again, thank you again. We will
Thank
see you
you.
on Friday.
Thank you,
And then-
Ray.
And then again, Saturday, since you don't have a show or a load in, I'm sorry, maybe come a little early and let's go down the street and see if we can throw out some stuff.
Sounds good.
All right.
Sounds
Ladies and
awesome.
gentlemen, good night. It's so good seeing you, Deb and Deb. And
See you.
Walt, of course,
Great
Larry's
seeing you.
already out. He don't
Yeah,
give a
man, you
shit.
bet.
He knows how to make an exit.
Really
He
excited
just-
about this.
Some people
just
know how to make an
Irish-
entrance. He knows how to
he
make
just-
an exit.
He just Irish goodbye us online.
Yeah, man, yeah, I know, right?
Good night, guys. Take care.
Bye.
Take
Bye.
care.
Bye.
All right. Again, Brain Damage, tribute to Pink Floyd, 2 shows this weekend. Tickets are actually selling very well. It is the Dark Side of the Moon, and we're syncing it live to the Wizard of Oz. Tickets are $30, no taxes, fees. Show starts at 8. Doors open at 7. Tickets available at thelandis.com or at the box office when you get here. And remember, on Saturday, come dressed up. And it doesn't matter if it's a Wizard of Oz costume. If you dress like an ape or like the Prince of Darkness, we'll give you $5 off. So if Steve Desco shows up either night, he gets $5 off. That's awesome. Let's go. Oh,
Hello.
there they are.
We were doing a podcast.
What the hell is going on?
We were doing a Mr. Picari and myself and Christy were doing a podcast.
Is that Paul? How are you, Paul?
How you doing, Ray?
And it was a total
Long time no see, my friend.
I see no time.
This is not a human rights speech, but it was an abortion.
We were in the middle of the podcast, and our software went down. So
Yes.
We just stayed on to say hi to you.
So we just why not leave through the stream and send it to you?
Usually it's the opposce. You have it becomes hard to soft, not soft.
I'll be quick. It's crazy, Ozzy. We have a sale, $25 to $35. Yes, they're in today. Ozzy Osbourne, Jim Florentine to host 2 comedy sets. Melissa Shea selling jewelry, and Richard Fuchsia, Burnt Sienna's cousin, in the lobby selling books, photo books like you've never seen. Back to you, Christy. In this case, cupcakes. And we'll be there. We'll be there Saturday night, one night only. I will be there for the Pink Floyd with the wife. We're gonna bring you cakes to bribe you.
I heard I was
Nice.
being ransomed for
and lemon drop cakes,
cupcakes.
correct?
Cupcakes, not
Cupcakes,
cakes.
lemon drop cupcakes.
Yes.
Hey, look, man. I'm going to be straight with you. I'm going to be
give away
straight with you.
tickets. Yes,
These guys are selling good this weekend.
I'm excited.
I was thinking, Bark at the Moon.
Yeah.
You do it 2.5 times through, and we sync it to Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Ah,
Nice.
there you go.
Yep,
Nice.
I'm telling you.
Kinda
I'm telling
cool.
you.
It's
We
just
got to play it. See if it syncs up, man.
Right,
it might be a
right.
seller.
It's just like you to think of the Hershey Highway, isn't it?
Exactly. I love the Hershey
Oh
Highway, baby.
man, where's my rim shot?
Hey.
Drag Queen Sundays at it again.
By the way, a prince's son is not necessarily a duke. He can be given the title of duke upon marriage,
No,
but
Dookie.
not automatically a duke.
So Steve is the
prince's son can
Dookie
be a
of
prince.
darkness.
Yes.
Just so we know, Steve
Yeah.
Desco is the Dookie of
Oh, he's
darkness.
definitely a dookie.
Oh yeah,
but
definitely a
That's-
dookie.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, he's a dookie.
So
You're like-
I love the Landis, and
Well, wait
I'm
a minute.
very
Technically,
excited. Very
Ozzy's
excited.
gone. Ozzy's
Yes.
gone. So I guess you now do become the Prince of Darkness.
Yeah, I think was that Youngblood? What's his name?
Yes,
Bloodhound.
That
Young
dude,
blood.
What are they doing
Bloodhound
with that
gang?
young blood, man? He's
Yeah,
like
he's fucking incredible.
Youngblood.
Wait.
He's
crazy,
awesome.
Man. He's possessed or something.
I love
Is
him.
he
What
is he the
Love
Dookie
him.
of Darkness? I don't
I
know.
don't know what
He's-
he is.
He's a dookie.
No, he's
a
doing his
dookie.
own thing.
He's a dookie I took this morning.
No, he's doing his own thing. He's just got Ozzy's blessing before Ozzy died. That's all.
I think we're starting to sell. I'm going to start putting out. I have beautiful stuff. I got to say, Bob Mass and Steve and Ray, my Sweet Leaf video from the Landis is like probably one of the most favorite thing I've ever recorded in my life.
Oh,
So
dude,
thank-
that was such a good video, wasn't it?
Oh, geez, that's sexy as hell, dude.
Yeah.
Great
That did
job,
look good.
all of you, man. Serious. Wait till you see, dude. I'm so excited about this show, dude.
Yesterday
It's
and
like we are just smashing stuff, man. It's just fantastic. Both bands are killing it, man. We're boot camping this shit. I can't wait.
I've noticed, Steve and I have noticed a trend on bands that are selling real well.
Yeah.
And one of those was Seven Bridges, and another one is the Brain Damage guys, and that is something that you do, and you're one of the only few people that do it too. Is the bands are actually putting money into advertising within like 20 miles of our place. The guys from Seven Bridges, their ticket sales were low. The week before, they threw $1,000.
Whoa!
Nice.
They threw $1,000 into a 30-mile radius. Their tickets flew out. They left. I'm not gonna tell you how much they left with, but double
Right.
what it was double what they were asking for as a guarantee.
You have,
And we don't, and we don't offer guarantees.
No.
No, I never
and
got
he's
a
like-
guarantee, but
And
I
he's
do
like,
well.
we knew that. He goes, so why wouldn't we throw money in and sell more tickets? Because we'll make more money.
right.
And he said, we made double what we would have made if you'd just taken the guarantee with
Right,
us. And I'm like,
yeah.
well, I'm glad you did, because I made double too.
Bands
Yeah.
don't think like that. You have to. You have
Yep.
to think that way. That's
Yep.
the way to
You
do
gotta
it.
sell
Yeah.
something, man.
You got to promote, man. He basically said it. He said they basically ended up spending about $2.50 a person. And then I spent about $500, almost $750 on advertising for them as well. So
All right,
yeah.
tomorrow night, I'll tell you what I'm doing. Tomorrow night, I picked out 5 other venues in the area, different like TLA, Sweeney's and stuff, and we're gonna bomb them like kind of like Hitler with a map, bomb us, hit this. I hit London. So you hit these other
He's
venues,
got
right?
a risk board in the other.
So
on the other
20
side.
miles around them, and a different one every week featuring a really cool video from your thing of like Sweet Leaf and Lord of this World and Children of the Grave and all cool shit, and then maybe a couple of Land of Oz as we go.
Yeah.
And just dose it out that way. So
We could
I'm
feed-
very
we
excited,
could actually
man.
feed it through like this. I could feed it through him and share our screen.
We're gonna go nuts.
Oh yeah,
man.
yeah.
Yeah, as
We're
long
gonna
as
go
it
nuts.
doesn't crash on you.
No,
Oh,
man.
Jesus Christ.
Nah, you know what it is?
No, we ain't feeding shit, man.
It's
Let's just
something. No, it's fine here. It's something in OBS.
listen, Icarus. Don't fly too close to the fucking sun. Your fucking wings are gonna melt.
Eat my
I'm glad we have a
shorts.
signal right now.
Eat my shorts. We did
Well,
it.
look, we want to
This
thank everyone
fucker.
for tuning in, and for those people that stayed over, we want to thank them. Remind
We
them
love
once
you
again
all.
for your show,
Saturday.
Paul. I wanted to say hi to Paul one more time. Tell Paul you should stop out during the show or something.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
not gonna kiss and make up with you, but I'd love to see you and shake hands.
no
And let's bury a hatchet, brother.
You got
Hey,
it. Absolutely, bro.
Hey,
Yep.
I will be there with Christy, and if you give me the phrase that pays, they took the dirt. I'm gonna give away a pair of tickets for that.
Dude,
for the December
all I
5th show.
want is a lemon cupcake.
Oh,
They're my
yeah.
favorite cupcakes.
The lemon drop,
Lemon
right?
drops.
The
Yeah.
alcohol one.
Well, you know what? You don't even need to put the alcohol in it. The
Oh,
cake
okay.
itself was so good.
Okay.
Right?
It's
So
in
it
a
is-
test tube,
okay.
so you could kind of
No, so I don't-
Yeah, but-
turkey baste it in there. You know what I'm saying?
We don't need all that though. Just her cake. The taste of the cake was so good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So well
Thank
done.
you.
So well
I
done.
just
And
did
that
an
is
Italian rum cake the other night. That was great.
Whoa.
really what.
Whoa.
Plug real quick, Christy. Plug
Sorry about that.
yourself.
Sorry about that.
Did that come through on your end?
Miss
Yeah, it
K's,
did. It
Miss
did.
K's
I heard it.
cupcakes.
Yeah.
I don't know if
God.
they heard it though.
Yeah, they were playing my commercial. I'm sorry, guys.
No, that was actually the Landis.
That
Oh,
was the Landis.
that was the
commercial.
That was
Landis
the Landis
commercial.
commercial.
Oh, that was for you,
What do you-
right?
That was the one
Did
about
you hear
hookers.
that?
The one about hookers and fire
Was
trucks.
that coming through on your end?
No.
Hey, we had a band called Hookers and Blow. So
Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
It was
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Oh, that's funny.
yeah, the Pink Floyd guys, man. That's a lot of questions, man. I didn't know there's that many questions about Pink Floyd.
Lord, I don't know what's going on.
Is there a
Somebody's trying to find my phone and it's not me.
Oh,
I swear, man. I'm telling you.
there's electronic voodoo going on tonight.
Yeah, we have
I'm
weird.
telling you.
Maybe it
Yo,
transferred to your side.
Ray, the clock over here ticked all the way off by itself, just like
Yes.
minute by minute by minute, just went super fast and changed the time.
Yeah, that's probably got something to do with the smoke in the air over there.
It sounds to me like some of those girls are clanging on the radiator you have them chained to in the basement.
Yeah,
That's what that sounded like.
it might be, but also I want to thank as I'm wearing my veterans hat. I
Oh,
wanna
thank you.
I want to thank all the
Veterans
vets.
Day. Yeah.
I want to thank
Absolutely.
all the vets once again. It is Veterans Day. Happy Veterans Day. Thank you all for your sacrifices and your service. And here
Absolutely.
you're going to like something that's coming in right now. You ready?
What's coming in?
Come here.
Oh, doggy.
No.
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 A pig?
Oh,
Oh my God.
goodness.
Dr. Evil.
nice.
Is that,
$1 million.
is that a new addition to your little family?
Yes, it is. Yes,
oh
it
my
is.
goodness.
Why do
it is.
cats always want to show us their butts?
It's
That's what I want to know.
They're very
it's
proud.
I
there.
know.
It's there. It's there.
Oh my
favorite-
goodness, how
favorite animal in the world
beautiful.
is-
Would you like to see my brownie brown star?
She
Here.
came to
Look at it.
she came to say goodbye.
Aw. What? All right, what's your
The
name? real quick?
end. What's
Tasha.
her name?
Tasha.
Tasha. Hi, Tasha. Bye, Tasha.
Wow.
She put some clothes on her.
You're beautiful.
Yeah, that's a stripper name.
Yeah.
He's a little,
That's
that's a sexy cat. You need a little pole for her. dude.
Nice. Featuring the
Trixie.
pole dancing cat.
Trixie.
Is she, I can't see from this video screen in the angle I'm at. Is she hairless?
Yeah,
yes.
Okay.
yeah.
Just like
She's
I like
That's
him.
why I
beautiful.
said she needs clothes.
Oh, she's so pretty.
Oh, that's adorable.
Oh.
How the dogs like that
Look
one?
at it. She's looking at that they love that. It's
She's
like
looking
nothing
at
but
you,
a
looking at
sniff
me.
fest.
That's
Oh.
Nice.
fantastic. That's
Yeah.
I love your dogs. The
She looks,
dolphin
and
one's
she kind of
cute.
looks like
Yes.
a greyhound.
Yeah, she's got like
That's
Siamese
great,
markings.
True, true,
like
true.
points.
So we'll see you Saturday. What?
Yep,
and
we'll see you
what time is
Saturday.
that? And we'll give tickets away for
I
this.
might actually be out
Yep.
too, Ray.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
There we go.
Yes.
Yesterday
Well, let me
and
tell you,
today.
I would do Saturday. Like I said, Steve, I don't know if you heard earlier, but there is a comic convention in town Saturday, like a block away.
Right.
It's the Vineland Convention Center is just opening up. It's what's it called again, Steve? The
Steve sent me
convention,
that.
the
All right.
Garden State Comic Festival.
We
Oh,
can leave.
okay.
We can leave early, like we're dating. I'll pretend to take her places.
There's a jitney.
Hey, baby, you want to go for a date?
Yeah, there's
at the
actually
comic convention.
There's a jitney that runs up and down the streets here, and it goes from the Landis to the convention and to a couple other places in town as well.
Oh wow!
I wanted to be more family friendly. I prefer not to use my jitney all over the fucking street.
I never understood the naming of that vehicle, that company. I never understood.
Tough.
I looked up.
yeah.
I looked up a trolley company for an ex-girlfriend's little bat mitzvah, and it's about dudes peeing on a girl, and I didn't know that was trolleying. That was a thing.
Yeah,
That's good
man.
Lord. Steve.
Way to end
Paul,
it. Like,
not comment, Paul.
Way
Let Paul
to
leave that
end
one
it on a
alone.
high note.
Don't look up
Way
trolley.
to end it on a high note.
Trolley is not just a joyful little
Dude,
train.
I can't remember. I can't remember what the word was, but it was something. It might have been teabagging or something.
Oh yeah.
My son was in the back seat. He's like 9 years old, and I said it to somebody. I think it was a girl I was dating or whatever in the front seat at one time, and he goes, "What's that?" I'm like, "You don't need to know." About 2 minutes later, he starts giggling in the back seat. And he looked it up on Urban Dictionary. I forgot he had a cell phone. And he's like, I got Urban Dictionary, Dad. I'm like,
Nothing's safe
Then he
anymore.
then he goes, son, look up Roman soldier helmet.
Dude, Joe Morrison's going crazy over here.
I love Joe. Joe's my guy.
Hi, Joe.
Hey, Joe, how come you've been fucking too cool to see my last 7 shows there? I fucking
been
miss you.
busy.
You're tall. I literally miss you. You tall bitch.
Dude, let me tell you, he's got a grandbaby. He doesn't give a shit about anything anymore,
That's
dude.
right.
He didn't even come out and put on the Eddie costume for
I got an idea.
this past weekend or so. When
Get
was that
little-
last weekend?
I have grandkids. Get some little wads of toilet paper, real cute, and put them in their fucking ears. And I'll see you at the fucking place with the kid. And for you,
Oh, let me tell you, the
half
second
price
that kid is
half
ready to
price for
go.
that kid.
Oh yeah, he'll
Half-
have them out.
Half price
for
for
the kid.
half price for Joe's kid. I love Joe.
Your foot is on my
I'm
wire.
surprised you didn't show. Joe said happy anniversary to you.
Thank you.
Anniversary.
Oh, thank you, Joe. We love you.
He's having a
I don't
good
know how the two
he's
of you
having a good
lasted.
hair
I'll
day.
never-
Okay.
Dude, I don't know how the two of you have lasted this
You know how
long.
many
I'll
bets I
never
lost
figure it
on
out.
that?
Black magic
Yeah, black magic.
and Jesus.
Dude, I don't know. I don't know what you brainwashed her with, Steve, but
No,
you got to
no.
teach the rest of us.
I'm a minister, and I'm still waiting on Mandy's. I did the wedding vows, and I did a plug for your venue in the middle of it, and I
Yes.
need the video.
Oh yeah, we never got the video.
I
for
need the
that.
video.
I may have a video of that.
Oh, we will have to see
Please
it.
send it
Yeah.
to me. I want to promote. I want.
Oh, that's funny.
I need to sell this out. Jim Florentine
Yeah,
from
Jim
that metal
Florentine.
show. He's going to do
Crank
2
Yankers.
sets. Crank Yankers. I got mail. Special ed.
Yeah,
Te-
more
tell-
people
I mean-
people probably know him from Crank Yankers.
Yeah,
I would say,
I
than
think
know him
they
from-
know him from Opie and Anthony. I say this:
Yeah.
pre-woke, stern, and he used to date Robin, so he probably gave her the, that's
Oh,
pretty cool.
please stop with that.
Hey, I'm just saying, just guessing. I didn't.
Did
talk
he?
about
I
that.
didn't know he dated Robin. Is
Let's
that
go. I
true?
just checked. Your
He didn't let me.
tickets just
He didn't let me smell his
Yeah, right,
fingers.
right,
I didn't know
Steve.
him like that.
Yeah.
But
Or he just had a refund request.
Dude,
Yes.
people are Steve. You need to stop. People are refunding tickets. Steve
so I
said.
say pre-woke Howard, and pre-racist O&A he was on. So that's pretty cool.
That's crazy.
He was
That's
on some
crazy.
good stuff.
Okay.
Don't give me
Well, look,
looks.
guys.
Dude, you're just too much.
Just give me
Thank you
looks.
guys for coming on again.
We
Thank
love you
you.
all.
You can grab some free tickets this weekend. They'll be giving away some free tickets.
I will.
But if you want to purchase those tickets, they're $25.35. You're all in, no taxes, no fees. Show starts at 8 p.m. Doors open at 7. Tickets are available not only at the door, but at the Landis.com or with that beautiful little QR code there. It is Ozzy then
Beautiful.
and now. Or what do you call it? Is that what
Yesterday and today.
Yesterday
well,
and today.
this says then and now. I guess which is yesterday.
No,
and today.
that would be the graphic artists.
The Land of
Halt.
Oz with Sabbath superstars, which have
Yes.
played here before. And I got to tell you, probably the best Sabbath fan that Steve has been a part of. And that's not
Thank
even
you.
a joke.
Thank
They
you.
are really, really
They are.
Yeah.
good.
These guys
Steve,
are totally in sync with each other, and
Steve,
they
you blew us away when we
amazing.
saw that, man. It was
Yeah.
so much better than anything I've seen you do DO-wise or Ozzy-wise.
We're better now. We've been
just
we're twice as good
Yo,
now.
wait
it's gonna
until you
blow
see
your mind.
this.
Walls in my back.
This is going to be absolutely insane because we're going to take you at the beginning. We're going to take you all the way from Sabbath and then take you all the way into Ozzy and his solo career. It's an amazing trip. It's actually a full-blown trip. You guys are going to love this. And of course, we'll have all the stage props, all the cool, really, costume changes and all that stuff. So you're vocally and audially are going to be transported from the late 60s into the 90s. Like, it's going to be insane.
You guys should let me put some video.
And don't forget, on the video we will be running the Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, so this all syncs up. It's gonna all sync up. It's gonna be really cool. It's gonna be really cool.
It's gonna be the best show ever.
All right, guys, we are way over time, and
thank you.
Love you all.
We didn't even mention Absolute Vodka, Michael Kelly Guitars, and Calm are 3 major sponsors.
Well,
Calm,
we did now.
Feelcalm.com to feel calm and help yourself out. There it is. A promo code the Landis and get 25% off your first order. Feelcalm.com. It's a great herbal supplement. You'll absolutely love it. Using hemp, it's phenomenal. And then, of course, MichaelKellyGuitars.com, the wonderful Michael Kelly Guitar Company. We just gave away a Michael Kelly guitar this past weekend, a $900 guitar on stage.
Nice.
One of their custom series, real nice guitar. And of course, Absolute Vodka, because it is the Absolute Vodka Live at the Landis podcast.
Nice.
Oh my God, my phone keeps talking to me. I don't know what, dude, electronics are going tonight.
This will be in all 3 Stanley shows. 300% more Stanleys than Kiss.
Yes.
You heard it here first.
Yes.
The Land of Oz.
I can't.
Stays crunchy even in milk.
All right, guys.
Love
Have
you
a good
guys.
night. We will
See
talk
you
to you
guys.
soon.
Oh,
Oh, Steve, I don't know what's going on. Everything keeps like electronically, everything's going crazy over here.
Yeah, I don't know. Your
know.
mic is sounding a little. Well, now it's fine, but it was messing up.
Well, the mic was going, then my phone was going, and my watch was going, and then now somehow the screen just muted itself. It's really weird, and my hands are right here.
My mic did mute itself at some point.
That's so weird. I'm telling you, something's going on. I have to admit, though, I love the new camera. I think it works, man. It's great. It's
much
great.
nicer. Much nicer.
It was better than last week's camera, that's for sure.
Yeah, anything's better than that one.
All right, my brother. Well, I will see you soon. I've got 3
Yes.
dogs and a cat that are dying to get fed. So
Yes.
I'm going to drop off here. Take care. Thank you again, everyone. God bless, and have a pleasant tomorrow.